welcome to Show Us Your Crits, the virtual tabletop RPG show, and whatever the hell else we end up doing at most points. But anyway, welcome everybody to our Mork Borg death metal episode of the show. Really excited about this one, and we're going to have everyone introduce themselves. Obviously, we decided just to dress down. This is kind of casual dress for all of us. You know, they just got off of work, showed up, and we are here. Yeah, I was thinking about doing the voice, but then I ended up coughing the rest of the night. So,
well, so my breath smells like death metal in here.
So before I introduce everybody and get their characters going, and we're going to start the game. Just a little bit about Mork Borg. So just hopefully I can put that up in the camera here. So as according to the website, Mork Borg is a pitch black apocalyptic fantasy RPG about lost souls and fools seeking redemption, forgiveness, and the last remaining riches in a bleak and dying world. And honestly, if you haven't picked up the book or have taken a look at it, it is an amazing art book. There's actually RPG stuff on a couple of pages in here, but for the most part, it is just incredibly packed with cool imagery and just a bunch of everything. So I am JC, I'm your host, and tonight I have my name as Dreg, because that just was an old nickname of mine, and it just sounded the most death metal. So tonight I am actually your game master or dungeon master or death master, or I don't know, they didn't really give it a title in the game, but I'm going to be telling the story of the Goblin Grinder, and everyone here is going to definitely help me tell that story. So let's go ahead and start, and I'm going to have you introduce yourself, who you are in real life, and then go ahead and give us an introduction of your character. And since Duke Morleo, you are kind of first on my screen here, I am going to drag you into the spotlight. So
fantastic. My name is Dieter. I helped work on the Dungeon Crawl Classics role-playing game, if you know that. Done some other writing and stuff too. I have never played Mork Borg before, and I am very excited for it. The character I'm playing is Duke Morleo. He is a wretched royal, very snotty.
Awesome. All right, and next up, we are going to go bring over Erm. Tell us who you are and who you're playing.
Hey, what's up? My name is Pat O'Sullivan. I am a filmmaker, podcaster, writer from Chicago. Most recently, I've been doing the Wednesday We Talk Weird podcast, where we talk about, it's a weekly podcast where we talk about paranormal, conspiracy, occult stuff. So check us out wherever you check out podcasts. Tonight, I am playing the occult herbalist. Born of the mushroom, raised in the glade, watched by the eye of the moon in a silverback pool. The occult herbalist was raised in the calm isolation of the Sarkash Dark. Conflicted and wasteful, he's a pyromaniac with fucked up ears. Sorry, ladies, he's taken by encroaching eternal doom, of course.
Awesome. All right. And we're going to now go over to Vaughn. Tell us a little bit about who you are and who you're playing. And you're muted.
Thank God I wasn't the first one.
Damn it. God. Hi, guys. Glad we can all make it to this meeting. We'll start with the agenda. No, my name is Gabe. I'm a professional dungeon master. And I am playing Vaughn, who is also wretched royalty. He's deceitful with an inferiority complex and of noble blood. And he has a very funny sword. He has a magical talking sword that is foppish, unreliable, and quietly despises me. So I'm looking forward to really exploring the relationship I have with my sword today in the eternal land of darkness.
Awesome. And next up, we have Keftar of the helmet.
I can't hear a damn thing.
Tell us about
Riley James. I'll be playing Keftar. And I was dumped into a moving shit cart.
All right, and last but not least, and because I can't read, is Torn. How do you pronounce that?
Sorry, I'm better now. I'm playing Torn Jayson. Y'all's partner and stuff. We do TSR games together and Top Secret and everything. I'm playing Torn, Wretched Royalty, Ruthless and Lazy, Decaying Teeth, Permanent Phlegm Deposit in Throat, Continuously coughs. I am a noble blood. I also wear glasses and I can't read what I'm seeing, but it says noble. Wretched Royalty, I'm Torn.
Awesome. All right, everyone. So thank you for being here tonight. So let's, before we jump in, I just want to go over a little bit about the rules and just simply kind of give an idea of how the game is played. So if you're watching and going, wow, this sounds really cool, and I want to dress up in makeup and wigs too, you can, and play the game as well as we're going to play. So,
did you guys hear any of that? I'm sorry, I was having technical difficulties there.
All right, technical difficulties. Anyway, talking about the rules, there are basically there are 4 abilities. Each of the abilities are agility, presence, strength, and toughness. They are based on kind of an old school scale of 1 to 18, and depending on what your rating is, it's going to give you a bonus or a minus to the game. As where most games have tons of other subsystems, this is all simply based on tests. You're going to roll your d20, you're going to get a difficulty number, and you're going to go ahead and try to beat that difficulty number. One of the cool things about this is that combat works a little differently, so it's not a back and forth. So what's going to end up happening is they're going to roll for their attack and their defense. If they fail their defense, they get attacked. So basically, making that defense number is going to keep them alive. If they fail that attack number, then obviously they're going to get hit by whatever is attacking them. Other than that, initiative goes to the old-fashioned side-by-side. So it's that who rolls best and who's going to get everyone ahead of time. And there are a couple of other little intricacies. One thing I will point out, a couple things, is that each of the characters have something called omens. Omens allow them to do certain things within games, like be able to re-roll, absorb damage, and do a bunch of other things. So definitely I will let the players know, please use your omens, because they're going to be really important. And a house rule that I am going to add into this, because the game is very deadly, is that if your character has a shield and you sacrifice that shield on a hit, your shield is destroyed, but your damage is absorbed by the losing of your shield. So just trying to make things a little bit more survivable. With that said, are there any questions?
Well, we're a very noble group, apparently.
Yeah, it looks like it, which then actually makes this story a little easier to kind of for us to crawl into. So the city that you live in currently is called Galgenbeck, and Galgenbeck is a shithole of a city. It is overrun with filth and crime and nobles who tend to stick all the money in their pockets. The city is in decay. The streets are cobblestone and mostly ripped up. And most of the time, you're either going to find the dead in the streets, the sick in the streets, beggars, prostitutes, and other sorts of things that, well, a city like this would house. But the unfortunate thing that has been happening is a goblin infestation that has been happening in the city. So goblins are nasty, dirty little creatures. They make their way into everything. They're almost kind of like rodents in a sense, where they will go into your cupboards and mess with your grain or steal your food, or they'll steal your livestock. But one of the things about goblins is that, well, they're cursed. And as soon as one of you gets attacked by a goblin, whether you're damaged by them or not, the curse is passed on to you. And unless you actually find a way to lose the curse, you yourself will find yourself turning into a goblin, trapped in the flesh of a small, horrible little creature. And this has been something that's been plaguing the city. So you all have a common, I will say, ally or friend, a woman by the name of Jorah Kleffelheim. And Jorah Kleffelheim is a noble, as most of you are, and it's probably how you know each other in circles. She is completely full of herself. She owns a very large piece of land outside the city, and she's been having some concerns, which brings you to her manor house this evening. So each of you in turn have been invited. Since most of you are either nobles yourselves or have some sort of position that puts you a little higher on the scale, each of you are picked up by a carriage and brought to the manor house, where you're all now sitting in Jorah's, I guess, study. A very fancy place compared to the other squalor that surrounds it. So you find yourself pretty privileged to be here. She is a youngish woman, maybe in her late 20s, very well dressed, very well jeweled, with a smile that looks completely fake and and intimidating most of the time. But as she raises a glass to you all, she smiles and thanks you for being here. And so I am having a problem, and I don't know if it's plaguing any of you, but with all the peasants that run my lands, that sit here and farm for me, the ones that sweat and labor and die for my needs, well, I can't have them turning around becoming goblins. That would not be very beneficial to myself, and probably not beneficial to you. Obviously, my wealth is well known, and my generosity is even more well known. So I need you to look into the problem and find out what is going on. Now, from what I understand, there is an alchemist in town, a man by the name of Nigel Krat, who owns a shop, who's claiming to sell a antidote to the goblin curse. And honestly, I want to know what it is. If there is such a thing that's going to keep the goblin curse away, I must possess it. I must own it. And I know that all of you are just the types to go ahead and make that happen for me. What say you all?
I say, as soon as my servants arrive with my wagon, I will be ready to go.
Well, that was fairly easy, but I guess you also understand the nature of this. If we continue to let this curse spread throughout the city, our peasants are going to probably turn with the rest of the goblins. Torn,
If
Earl.
Nigel has the antidote, why do you not take it? If you are royalty, you should be able to take it yourself.
That is the problem, is that I can't dirty my hands with such things. That's why I have you all. You are my hands. And my hands actually will pay you 200 silver each to take care of this for me. So you see, it's quite beneficial. It's a relationship. It's a
Why will he not part with it?
because it's apparently his family secret, and he's got some thugs around who are guarding it. So, and also he's charging. So, I will tell you that about a week ago, he was charging 10 silver for a dose of the cure, and it is now up to 40 silver for a dose of the cure. And it seems that the prices keep going up daily, and more and
And
more.
did it work?
That's questionable, and that's why I must own some myself. And I'm not gonna bother going into some alchemist shop. That's a little beneath me. But it's not beneath any of you. Am I correct?
All things are
I would go into this shop and show him a thing or two. I do not play nice.
Normally it would be beneath me, but I'm recently out a manor house.
And Torn, it does seem that it would be kind of beneath you, but maybe you can lead in this little expedition.
I shall lead from wherever I stand.
Very well. So here's the deal: 200 silver to get me the cure, or find out at least where this cure is coming from. But each day that goes by that I do not have the cure in my hand, 20 silver fall off of that price. You
And
must understand that.
There's no per diem.
Yes.
I'm
What
sorry.
about are you covering expenses as well?
Yeah.
Travel,
Talking about food, drink,
drinks, lots of drinks. I mean, just for more for like getting information, for instance, in the taverns,
We might have
expenses
to.
that we may incur while we're.
Well, we're just going to the store and buying the
Diego
thing.
is charging 40 silver for one dose, and you will only give 200. By my math, that's 3.
I will happily, and she kind of looks like she's kind of, her body language gets really close up as she says that, look, all right, I will give each of you 20 silver up front of the money to use in the need that you're going to need to get information or buy things. Knowing most of your reputations, I am not surprised that you're going to go and bodies are going to go flying left and right till you get it. But if you're telling me that you're going to take a more noble approach to things, then while I don't believe you, I will give you the benefit of the doubt.
We are nobility.
Speak for yourself, Duke.
I am.
Oh, I thought you said we. The royal.
It was the royal we.
The royal. Okay.
There are but 2 nobles in this band.
Well, 3, I believe. Yes, but who's counting? You're not very good with numbers, are you,
There are
Tor?
but 3 nobles in this band.
Exactly. Yes, and I'm the bass player. Carry
He's
on.
He's better at algebra.
Yes, I've heard that about Torns.
All right. So she goes, then I will have my servant give you each 20 silver in a bag as you go, and feel free to take something from my bar area if you need to liquor yourself up before heading into the city.
Naturally.
Her eyes
Yes.
kind of
Grab at least 2 bottles.
her eyes kind of roll as each of you kind of exit out.
And Vaughn gets all emo and grabs the absinthe.
Okay.
I'm stuffing bottles everywhere, clanking as I walk.
Oh, she has a pretty full bar, so yeah, you can, of different colors, sizes, and make. So you can easily start.
I just take 1 bottle of the best wine I can find.
Yep. You've been to her estate before, so you definitely know that the good wine is not in the wine rack. It's kind of like off to the side in a little pantry area. So yeah, she you hear her kind of like mutter under her breath as she knows that you're pretty much just taking things. And but I think in her head she's thinking peasants or goblins running around the manor house, which is going to be of most use. So, but she leaves you, and she does leave her carriage for you to use. And I believe that Duke, you have your carriage that's coming as well.
Oh no! It's actually it arrives as we step out. It's just a small wagon pulled by 2 mules, and sitting on one mule is a small man in a jester's outfit that has been torn and ripped quite a bit. And sitting on the other mule is a young boy just carrying a large sword in a sheath. And there's a mattress and a few crates of random things thrown in the back of the wagon. And the Duke just climbs in the back of the wagon when they arrive, and it's like, onward.
So you're between the states at the moment. You're a state
Next to the wagon.
Yes, my
Barbarister, the incredible horse. He's 8 feet tall, jet black, and as far as I know, he can speak.
Wow.
He's also very good at math.
Well, I was raised as such never to trust anybody with a mattress in the back of their cart, if you know what I mean. So I'll not be riding in your cart.
You were not invited.
Yes, it's a sign of. I know that from I've had some experiences there that I'll not relive again. Let's just say, you're not gonna get me, Duke. Not in your cart.
High school was crazy.
But I have candy.
Exactly what the last one said. But fool me 3 times, but 4th, no way.
I'm stuffing the bottles into Barbister's saddlebags.
So as you're making your way back into the city, Lady Kleffenheim's carriage is pretty much not taking any kindness to beggars and people in the streets. Basically, her cart is just going thump, 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 as she's just kind of, as her driver is just completely just running into people and knocking them over. But she's also leading the way for everyone else behind her, or her carriage, to kind of have free reign of the streets, because it is fairly crowded. But ultimately, as you go, you will find what is called the medical shop in town. And you can kind of tell that this is probably a really popular place because you can't get your horses or carriages even near it. There's lines of people in the street. It almost looks like the opening day to Star Wars or like a rock concert. It's just massive amounts of beggars. And as you're kind of getting up close, you can even tell that some of them are like trying to put their coins together to like get enough money to go in. There are some people who are basically like half dying and pocked, who are barely standing in this line, and the line is seriously going around blocks. So how are you approaching this?
Haughtily.
Guys, does anybody know the bouncer?
Going to go right up to the front, riding Barbister to the front of the line. Step aside, peasants.
All right, so we are going to actually make our...
Is anybody going with me?
Well, maybe we should cause a diversion. Maybe we should...
I got a bomb.
Maybe it looks like this vaccine is in high demand.
That is how you start.
I could blow something up across the street. When everyone goes running, we could just go inside.
I think maybe we use this cart to our advantage and
blow up the cart?
Set up a shop and scream to the masses that there's free antidotes at the cart. Get the people to flow over there, and then you can blow it up if you want. But then we can get to the front.
Rock and roll.
All right, so we have Torm, you're just basically going up and trying to muscle your way in. Everyone else is hatching a scheme for free.
I think I'm following Torm.
Okay.
Yeah, the nobles lead.
Let's do it.
All right. So I need Torm to go ahead and make me a test. So you're going to use its presence because this is what you're going to need to get people out of the way. It is so basically a D20, and it's going to be your presence modifier. And these people are pretty desperate. So I'm going to say the difficulty on this is going to be 14 to get them to move.
So Barbarous, or my horse, adds +2 to presence tests involving logic and intellect.
Okay.
So maybe he can. It says he usually outsmarts me, according to my character sheet. So I think he can probably hatch a little bit of a plan that's smarter than my stupid charging forward. And I rolled a 1.
Ah.
Great start to the game.
I rolled a 1.
All right. So your horse basically leaves you behind and rushes into the shop itself. And people dive out of the way. So you kind of got the effect, but now you also hear things being smashed around as people are screaming. But at least so as you're standing there and Torm is like has this great plan, he's talking to his horse. The horse kind of looks at him, nods its head, and rushes right into the shop. And just things start flying everywhere. So this giant horse just basically ran in. So how's everyone else responding?
Ha! Suck it, peasants!
I quickly follow the horse in.
Okay.
Effective.
So, definitely. Like people are just either fleeing the shop. Well, they're trying to because the horse is so big. It's kind of hard to get around it. So people are actually like going through windows to get out. As you basically force your way through and around the horse, there's a bunch of smashed beakers and a bunch of other things, and a very upset-looking man. He's wearing a red, almost kind of like a mad scientist coat and apron. He has goggles on his head and kind of this tufty hairdo with the sides slicked back. And he's just looking at you going, "What the hell?"
We're here for your
We
antidote.
require your antidote.
Look, Doc, cough it up.
Provide the antidote and the horse will leave.
Well, first of all, why would I give you anything? I'm assuming that this stupid horse is part of the reason why my shop is now completely in ruin.
Barbarous, shit on his floor.
Great idea. Poltroon, the jester, shit on his floor.
I will piss on that shit.
It's about to get a lot worse in here scatologically. If you wonder how bad it can get way worse.
We've gone from death metal to Alan.
He goes, "You know how much money it's going to take, how much silver it is to... These ingredients weren't free, they cost money. And where I was now charging 50 silver for an antidote, which I only have one left," which he's holding up a vial. He goes, "I'm at least going to have to charge you 400 silver for this one."
We just need to know the ingredients and the recipe, man.
Oh, like I would give you that secret.
Well, look,
Good.
there's a horse and there's 6 of us, so can we threaten him?
Are there
Yeah, I'm pulling my sword.
Yes, you can actually threaten him. So who is actually heading up the threat?
Who's the most threatening one?
Is that another
My presence
check?
is -1.
Yeah, it would be presence.
I'm
Okay,
0.
let me check.
-1.
I have -2.
I have -1.
So great leaders. All right. So
I have 0. You want me to try to do it at 0?
I think 0 might be the best in the group.
Best one. From 0 to hero.
16.
Nice.
oh wow. All right. So he
And I
looks
come at him as a fellow herbalist. Like, I know you're bullshit. Like, just don't. Yeah. Tell us the antidote, or give us the antidote.
I would. I'd happy give you the antidote, but what are you going to do for me?
Not slit your
Stop
throat.
sitting on your floors.
I mean, guys, I'm from the streets. I can give him a handy.
He slowly reaches into his coat, and you see him pull out another beaker. And he goes, "Let's play a game. Which one is the antidote, and which one isn't? And if you choose the right one, I'll give it to you. If you choose wrongly..."
Why don't we just kill you and take them both?
I'm going to pull out the
Yeah,
bomb.
Yeah, I was gonna stab him in the face with my sword.
Right.
Yeah, just fucking kill him.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to go ahead and take a stab at him?
Well, you guys he might drop the antidote.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought, yeah.
All right, so if you got the dagger out, you pull a dagger. He's just sitting there holding the 2 vials. So why don't we go ahead and take a swing, man? That's so basically it's going to be based on strength, and your DR is going to be 12.
All right, and what's it based? So who's making the swing? I was going to try to swing with my blade of ancestors.
That's what you're doing. So it's based on your strength.
Okay.
And the difficulty is 12 to hit him.
Okay. Develops a 1 in 6 chance to accidentally attack you or your companions. So I need to roll that first, I think.
You're not the best
All right.
swordsman.
It does not attack me or my companions. So now I'm going to be rolling for my strength, and I got an 11.
Oh,
Do you have a modifier?
I don't. I'm +0.
You
So-
can use your omen.
you swing at him. He kind of.
Oh, yeah, maybe I use my.
What's that? Oh yeah, you have omen. So you want to?
Should I use my omen here?
If you want.
I'll blow an omen. Yes. And then do I re-roll that, or do I add something to it?
So you actually have some choices with the omen. So let me just. Here we go. So re-roll a die roll, or lower the test by 4. So you can
I'll
actually
do that.
Okay. So roll again.
I'll do that.
And your difficulty is 8, and burn that omen.
Oh, okay. I have to re-roll it though.
Yep.
All right. 11 again, but this
11
time with victory.
But you burn the omen. All right. So why don't you give me some damage?
Okay. This does D6 plus 1 damage. All right. And that is roll to 4 plus 1 is 5.
So you gut him.
And then
go ahead.
and then as I do that, my sword speaks aloud so everyone can hear it with, this pathetic weasel is not deserving of my talents, as you just hear. But it kind of goes, this pathetic weasel is not deserving of more talent, as it like sinks into his guts. As if the mouth is kind of going underwater.
Wait, your sword talks?
My sword talks, bro. Talking sword.
And a
True
talking
story.
horse. It's all good.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
All right. So you gut Nigel. Well, who you think is Nigel? You jam the sword into him. His eyes would go wide if he wasn't wearing such big goggles. But he takes one of the vials that he pulled out in his hand, and he throws it on the ground.
Leap for it to try to catch it.
Right.
All right. So that is going to be a agility test, and it's going to be difficult because you're trying to leap for it and things are blocked. So
Fear
that'll
not,
be
I have a -1.
a 14.
3 minus 1 is less than 14.
Okay.
Can I die for too? Or just as one?
I appear to have dived the wrong direction.
Yeah, I'm going to say that I'm going to raise the difficulty to 16 because you have basically Vaughn, who is in front of him with a sword, Torm, who did this kind of cool, I'm jumping this way. So it's getting harder and harder. But if you want to go ahead and roll.
Okay, yeah, I'll use my Omen to bring it down to a 12.
Okay.
And then I have a +1 modifier in my agility, so I need an 11. 19!
19. All right. So you catch it. You notice that the liquid inside kind of does a poof. It doesn't explode, but it starts smoking. Like just smoke starts billowing out of the tube. So I need everyone to go ahead and make me a. This one is going to be a DR14 presence roll.
Huh.
Oh, fuck.
I
rolled a 14 and I have a -1 presence.
Hmm.
Yeah, I rolled a 9.
I got a 16.
Oh, wow.
DR 14?
Yeah, I got a 6. -1 is a 5.
All right, so
I got a 16 plus a. What was the modifier?
Your modifier. It's in your. It's on your character sheet.
Yeah, for what?
Presence.
Presence.
-2, so I got a 14. Okay.
Okay, so it looks like that Keftar and the Duke both see that Nigel kind of slip and trying to use the smoke. He's grabbing his gut and he's bleeding all over the place, but he's trying to make his way out of the back of the shop.
I will charge after him, howling with rage. Ah!
Ugh.
All right, go ahead. This is going to be a melee attack, so DR12 strength.
Okay. And I got a 7.
7.
So,
Yep. So you charge. He actually manages to make it out to a back door. So what we can do is we can go for initiative, but you're definitely seeing the trail of blood he's leaving as he's making his way through. So who wants to go ahead and roll for initiative? Or you just want to let him run away and follow him?
Roll the 14.
Okay. This is going to be a D6 roll.
Oh,
and
not a 14.
Yeah. So basically a 1 to 3, it means he goes first. A 4 to 6, you guys go first.
6.
6? All right. So you guys got it. He's trying to make his way out the back door.
All right. So do we attack him now?
I have a sling.
Yeah, we have initiative.
All right.
All right. Well, since we have started with rolling initiative, Poltroon the Jester just starts mercilessly mocking the alchemist in his irritating, grating voice, and me and my allies get +2 on attack and defense for the first 2 rounds.
Oh, very good. Since I was already chasing him down with my sword, my sword says, it basically speaks aloud, and you hear it say, "Don't just stand there, you idiot! Go get him! I want more blood!" And I basically chase after him and strike with my sword.
All right. So go ahead. He's limping and running away.
All right. So I roll a d20.
Yep. And you want a D12 strength.
All right. Looks like I rolled a natural 14, and my strength modifier is +0.
Okay. So yeah, give me some damage.
All right, and that is 1d6 +1. Actually, I'll do the roll 20 rolls so everyone can see them. Looks like a 3 + 1 is 4.
All right. Yeah, he you basically you getting them in the back? Are you doing the backstab, or are you running in front of them and jabbing them? How you doing it?
I'm actually going to stab him through the collarbone, just in case
Oh.
there's more conversation we want to have with him, like in a really painful place that kind of twists, just so we can sort of like. I'm actually not trying to totally kill him, as much as like get him right next so that he wishes he was dead, and then will tell us anything we want.
Well, considering the damage you did last time, his body tightens up and he falls forward and slumps to the ground.
And then
You killed him.
and then I'll say, "Sword, you did too much. We were supposed to still be able to ask him questions." And my sword will say, "You're a fool. You always were, Vaughn, and you always will be."
I agree with the sword.
Your sword
Yes, most people
has
do.
no respect for you.
You know what? It doesn't need to. It just needs to do its job, okay? Shut up, sword.
Well, I have a monkey named Dirt, and he's also a dick.
And then you know what I mean. Yes, monkeys are just dicks anyway. Swords and monkeys, just dicks. I think it's the world we live in.
Awful.
So there is a bunch of like beggars and everything who are basically now swarming on you, like looking to like just take things from the body.
I'm
We
not
gotta
taking
get that
things
other
from the body. I'm looking around the shop.
We got to get that other vial that he had, right?
Yeah.
Yep. The so if you check them, you do find the vial. It is smashed underneath him.
Oh boy.
Oh.
And the horse has pretty much smashed everything charging in. So
Good job, guys.
so basically, if there were any liquids or anything to be found, they are just completely all over and in broken
What
vials.
about a book that has the recipe written down or something?
An office area where he keeps stuff, a library.
Yeah. Any kind of doors, anything.
Well, if you search around, he does have a little office area where he's kind of keeps his money. So there is some coin there if you want to help yourself to. It looks like he's managed to amass about 300 silver pieces and other assorted things that he was looking like he took as barter or trade for whatever he was selling. There's not a book.
It's already better than the Queen was going to give us.
There's not a book of formulas, but there is a how can I put it? There is a key, an iron rung key, hanging in there, and you definitely, if you basically ask around or simply just kind of look through his stuff, you'll know that he actually lives in his father's mill that's pretty much overlooks the town. And it could be a possibility that maybe he keeps stuff there. But there's nothing that shows, so there's no like book of formulas or anything jotted down conveniently on like a scroll.
Would we have seen anybody that he just recently sold the antidote to that might still have it? Like, is it sort of like people just take the antidote there and leave, or?
You're not 100% sure, but also you know that when the horse charged into the building, like everyone fled.
Well, it's a bit of a pickle. Perhaps we could use these 300 silver pieces to go pay an alchemist to make a new antidote.
Yeah, it looks like we kind of fucking blew it.
Well, maybe, or
not
maybe we go check out.
Not necessarily. I say we take the mold and take the money and then go to the mill.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's the only lead we've got.
so we can go get his dad, but let's try not to kill him this time.
Right. Let's do a better job about this killing thing, okay? We could step it up a little bit better here.
You're
I
the
think.
one who killed
You mean kill him in one thrust instead of two?
Whatever works. Yes, I just think that overall, I think we did a pretty bad job that last time, and I think I speak for all of us when this group could be a little bit more effective. Okay, is all I'm saying.
We?
Well, we're all in this together.
Well,
so,
that was the royal we, right?
That was again the royal we.
No, Keftar, I think you could do a better job too, if I'm being honest. I mean, you let me obviously kill the
I had
guy.
a nice diversion. I was gonna just come in.
Well, you didn't stop me from killing him, so that was your first mistake, is all I'm
You
saying.
just rode in on your
And
stabbing wagon.
you can do a better job next time, is all I'm saying. Is we can all step it up a little bit, I think, in our effectiveness.
Let's get in the wagon with the flames on the side and the blacked out windows.
All right.
The mattress in the back.
But I'm sitting up front. I'm not sitting on the back of that dirty mattress.
You're not invited to the mattress.
Oh.
Your wiles won't work on me, Duke.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and assign some tokens to everybody and roll 20 quickly, and that way we can just have some markers moving around when you guys are doing this. So let me do that, and we'll go here. Who haven't I got one yet for? Do that one there. I'm just kind of doing random, so it's okay. And Torn, did you join the Roll20 server? Is Torn. I guess I don't know if Jayson can hear me or not.
I'm texting him now.
Okay.
I don't see him on there.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll just figure out what he wants to do, and then I can move the mini around. So that shouldn't be a problem. So let me go ahead here, and I'm going to share. So let me move over this way. All right. So you do make your way up to the top of the hill, and you find basically you find the tower. It's a single structure. It looks like it's about 3 stories or so high. It's really old and dilapidated, and it's really falling apart. It's kind of hard to figure out why anyone would actually even live there. So the door is locked, and I kind of moved everyone in there before. So let me just kind of go back a little bit here and move you out. So where's my reveal areas? So there we go. And I'm just gonna quickly this helps if I did that. All right, so I'm going to move you out here. I know you kind of had a look of what's somewhat in there, but I'll just kind of leave it here. So what is everyone doing?
So the door is locked?
The door is locked.
Blow it up.
Sorry, I have my audio back.
Ah, there you are.
Yeah, I just
There you
going to
go.
put up with the echo.
All right, we can't actually hear the echo, so that's great now. I think Keftar, you should try to get that door open. I believe it's locked.
Well, I am a dirt bag. I do have a monkey, but I don't know if he picks locks.
Well, you do also have a large iron key if you would have brought that with you.
Oh, we just left that there.
No,
Yeah.
we brought it.
Oh,
I took it. I said take the key and the gold
Well,
and the silver.
let's try the key. I think that's pretty
Put the key
obvious.
in the lock. Yeah.
All right. If each of you could go ahead and make me a, I'm just going to have you each make me a roll. Let's go ahead and go with a presence again.
Boom. Nat 20.
Nice.
12.
12 is the number we're looking for.
7.
Good.
It hasn't been enough time for us to regain our omens, has it?
No.
Okay. And I never rolled my 2 potions for the day.
Okay. So if you want to go ahead and do that while we're
Sure.
which is fine.
Sorry, my dice roller isn't rolling for some reason. Why isn't that working? You guys seeing it? Oh, sorry. Maybe I am. Okay.
10.
It is going. Yeah, so it was a 10 was my... Sorry about that.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I see a lot of rolls there. So basically 12 was the number we needed to reach. And simply as you kind of approach the door, those of you who got the 12 or over kind of hear an odd grinding noise coming from the upper levels of the tower. It's almost kind of a grrr.
So it sounds like a mill.
Yeah, I guess it's but it definitely has kind of a weird. Oh well, yeah, it has a weird sound. It doesn't kind of sound like a mill that you would have normally hear. It doesn't. It has a very distinct and odd sound to it.
It's an evil mill.
Well,
All right. Let's get in there.
open the door.
All right. So who's opening the door?
I will. Whoever has the key.
I'll do it. I'll open the door.
All right.
Yes, Duke, open the door.
I don't
So-
have the key. I'm not opening the door.
I think it's who's opening the door.
Yes, open the door.
The door is opened.
All right. So you put the key in and you turn it, and there's something odd about the lock, and it takes you a couple of turns, but you manage to get it open, and you feel that like the lock give way.
So it's open, or
The lock is open. No one's opened the door yet.
push the door open?
I will take my sword and push the door open.
Okay. The door opens. There is some faint light in there. What you can see in there is pretty much rubble. It looks like things have fallen over. There's a large bookshelf that's fallen over and books everywhere. There's just piles of furniture and things that's piled high. So you can't really see beyond a certain point. However, if you do look on the floor, there looks like bloody drag marks that run into the room and bring themselves almost around the barricade.
So I just rolled those 2 potions that I get to make. One of them is Spider Owl Soup, which allows me the ability to see in the darkness and climb on walls for 30 minutes.
Okay.
So I'm going to drink that real quick.
All right.
And then I guess I'm going to walk through the door and kind of crawl up the wall to the side. Kind of scout it out a little bit.
So I think I did assign you a token. So if you mouse over, one should actually allow you to click on it and move it. I can't remember which one I actually gave you.
I'm the Elric looking guy.
Yeah. All right. So you're going in there. Make me another presence roll, please. What did you end up getting?
4.
All right. So yeah, you kind of walk in very confidently. It's not as dark as you would think it is in there because you can kind of see details pretty well. And you make it along the side. You see that the blood again seems to be going more towards in this direction this way than it.
Yeah, but by going up the wall over here, I'm hoping to see over the barricade and kind of check out the whole room. You know
All
what
right.
I mean?
So that's what you're doing?
Yeah.
All right. So you see a couple of things as you climb the wall. So let me reveal here. So as you look over the barricade, where's my reveal areas? And you see a bigger picture of everything.
Boom.
So where is... Oh, they should be on this layer here. Oh, because I don't have that selected. So as you're looking up, you see a very large cannon.
Oh.
And on the other side of the cannon are 3 goblins who are snickering. And one is pretty much snickering over this way because this fuse is lit. And they are moving this cannon into the doorway. Or pointing it towards the door.
Our door.
Or
Corridor.
And that fuse is running down. So what are you doing?
Rush the cannon.
I'm gonna throw my bomb at the 3 goblins over there.
we're gonna blow up the other bomb.
I'm gonna fucking blow up everything. Yeah.
Well,
I'm a pyromaniac.
We're still outside, right? So we don't know
Yeah,
about
so
any
you
of
have
it.
no idea what's going on. You just,
All right.
he went
I'll
in
say it.
and
All right, go for it.
Hurry up. Hurry up, We have to know if we can go in there or not. This is taking forever.
All right, give me a minute.
I'm very anxious.
I'm so bored.
This is really boring.
And
Mork
outside,
Borg.
tell me where you're standing. Jason, I don't think you went on to roll 20, so I can manually move you.
I'm on roll 20 now.
Oh, you are? Okay, so let me just quickly assign you the Conan-looking dude.
Down at the bottom.
Yep, and there you go. So you have access. So just go ahead and move your characters around to kind of see where
Can you
you're
move in a
standing.
turn?
What's that?
How far can I move in a turn?
Realistically, anywhere that you can see. I mean, so if you want to move, oh, you're going to go in. Okay.
Is that
So
rubble too high to climb over?
You can go ahead and try to climb it. I mean, you can't see over it as soon as you enter.
Well, my goal is to run and climb over it.
Okay. There's also like a path that goes this way, but yeah, that's completely fine.
I'm not that bright. I go straight in a straight line.
All right. So you run. I just need you to go ahead and make an agility test.
That's good because I'm -1 on those. 14.
Oh, yeah, easy. So you're on top of the rubble at this point. You haven't made it over to the other side. And you see the 3 goblins basically with a lit cannon moving it, facing it towards the door. So we're going to probably go for initiative at this point since everyone is kind of in position. So who wants to roll the magic D6?
I can because I'm closest to the goblins.
All right.
Oh, well, natural 1.
I got a 3.
You got a 3? All right. Well, it's the enemies go first. So it's 1 to 3 enemies go first, 4 to 6 player characters. So the fuse is still going, so it's not going to go off yet, but they have managed to point the cannon directly at the door. And they're all kind of hopping around and giggling and having a grand old time. They haven't really noticed you yet because all of them are having a hard time moving this giant cannon. And it is your turn. So those of you outside, maneuver yourself as to where you're standing, and we'll go with the actions of those inside.
I'm assuming that we still don't know that the
Yeah.
cannon's going off. Sort of perturbed and just waiting to hear a coast is clear and sort of just like, like this is so annoying. Is it clear yet or what? And just kind of standing in front of the door, oblivious, just like looking really annoyed.
I'll yell for everyone to get back away from the door.
All right, so you're yelling, and are you throwing? Okay, so
No, I won't do the bomb thing just yet. I'll relay this information to my party so that they don't get fucking blown up.
all right, which then brings us to our pal Torm, who is standing on top of the rubble at this point. So, what are you doing, man?
Rush the cannon! I'm going to try to rush it to push it away from where it's facing the door. Push it another direction.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. That is definitely going to be a strength tech test. You're pretty big. The goblins are struggling because they're pretty small.
Mm-hmm.
So what'd you end up getting?
How's a 3?
So you hop over, you jump down, you run up to the cannon, and you put your hands against it, thinking it's going to swing easily, and you're like, ooh. So, all right.
But I am pushing it from the side of the cannon. I'm not standing in front of it.
Yep. No, totally makes sense. You haven't moved it, but it looks really cool and heroic.
Don't throw bombs.
All right, and let's go ahead and roll that d6 again. Let's see who gets it this time around.
Who wants to roll the initiative?
Does everybody do that, or
yeah, whoever wants to take it.
And I'm outside, but I can just run inside and do some shit.
Yeah,
well,
you rolled
yeah,
it. I rolled it last time.
Yeah, roll initiative. Roll a d6.
Oh, cool.
You got a 1.
I got a sweet 1.
All right, so basically they go first again. So as Torm is basically trying to push it, this goblin goes with his little goblin knife and is going to attack while these two are still swinging the positioning the cannon. All right, so go ahead and make a defense roll.
Is that toughness?
That is going to be defense's agility, and it's DR
toughness.
Toughness is used for resist poison, cold, heat, survival, and falling.
Man, it's the only thing I'm good at. I got a 19. It's agility, so it's an 18.
All right, so yeah, the goblin comes up with his knife. He tries to gut you, and you probably like slide around, but he doesn't quite get you. And like I said, the others two now has the cannon positioned right at the door. So what is everyone else doing? It is your turns.
I'm going to push the cannon again.
Oh, no. Grab a rock, throw it in there, throw it in the barrel, so it'll backfire and roll away.
Yeah, stick your finger in it.
I'm going to push the cannon.
Stick a banana in it.
All right.
I mean, do I see anything around here that looks big enough to plug up the cannon?
You could probably run over and grab pieces of rubble and try to toss it in. You're not 100% sure, but right now you also notice that
you could probably jam it with a goblin.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jam it with a goblin.
All right, because
next goblin will try to attack me. I'm going to grab him and shove him in.
All right, because next turn the fuse is going to go off. So,
all right.
All right. So basically this is going to be basically a melee attack. So it's going to be based on your strength.
Mm-hmm. 16.
All right. So yeah, you spin, you turn the goblin, and stick him in the cannon. You shove him in. What are the rest of you doing?
That's amazing.
Are there enough sounds coming outside that we know that there's some kind of struggle going on?
The sound of a goblin going into a cannon.
Yeah.
Now, what does that sound like exactly?
It sounds like little girl screams as it's being shoved into a cannon. It's definitely.
So we all know how girls sound when they get shoved into a cannon?
Hey, it's Mork Borg.
Offended.
My
Hey,
wife offended.
Sorry.
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
I'm just,
I was going to say it's on page 65 of the
Oh,
Mork
okay.
Borg.
That's a rule. All
Oh,
right.
it's a rule. Okay, yeah.
For my position in the wall, I want to use my sling to try to hit one of these other goblins back here,
Okay.
and that's it too.
All right. So the sling goes. What is everyone else doing? You definitely know there's something going on in there from this muffled scream.
Well, I did yell to them like, "Get away
Oh.
from the door! There's a cannon."
Yeah, yeah. Well, and the muffled scream is clearly not my companion, so I'm good where I am.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Vaughn is getting away from the door per
Yeah.
Erm's advice. Yeah.
Yeah,
In fact,
I'm-
he's going kind of far away from the door, like over here.
I'm chilling. I'm gonna try to find some cover.
If there's
All
time
right.
for me to dive away from the cannon still on my turn, I will do that. If there's
All
time.
right. Well, so that's what we're going to do. Initiative again. So whoever wants to roll it, and you want roll high, so you're out of the way of the cannon.
I'll roll. I'll roll this time.
Do it.
Yes.
Hey!
You guys got the
Hey.
initiative. So I take it that Torn jumps out of the way.
Yes.
All right. Everyone else staying
Dive
in
for
their
cover.
position? Or anyone else doing anything?
Drinking from the bottle of wine I took.
All
Yeah.
right.
I think I'm safe out of the blast zone, or should I? Yeah.
So the question. So
With a
basically,
free action, I'll be pulling out a bottle and drinking from that as I watch.
awesome. So the joke goes, "What's green and red and blows all over the door?" So the cannon does go off, and it does basically take this chunk of door and part of the wall with it. So does it knock down like most of this in here, and that goblin is just paste. However, the other two goblins didn't quite find it funny, and they are actually now going to jump over and try to attack Torm. So I need a couple of defense rolls from you.
Okay. This is D20s. Agility.
Yep, this is all based on agility.
Hold on, that got stuck between a couple things.
Okay.
Got a 13 minus 1 is a 12. And a 14 minus 13. So 12 and a 13.
And that's all you needed was a 12. So yeah, you are basically doing really well. These goblins are trying to stab at you, and you are just completely dodging back and forth out of the way.
Torn the Noble.
All right. And we'll go to a new round if no one else has anything they want to do.
If the
Oh, sorry, wrong genre.
wrong genre. If basically though, from our vantage point, the door just blew out and some goblin guts came out against the wall, and I'll basically shout like, "Okay, can we come in now? Are you done yet? Jesus, this is taking forever."
That was me. Come in.
All right, then I'm willing to rush in kind of like a cowardly way.
All right.
Basically, like, yeah, I'll actually turn to Keftar and say, "Well, then let's go. You first."
Yeah.
Oh, you cowards.
No,
The Duke strolls in.
All right.
All right. So you can actually there's this. So this piece of the barricade is gone, and you can see your Torm fighting with two little goblins who seem to be poking at him with daggers.
Hmm.
Can
Can we get over to him?
Yeah. Let's go.
All right, then I would be willing to say like, "Oh, they're just goblins. Let's go. You first."
Sure.
And I will back up whoever wants to get into the fight, and I will sort of be right behind them.
So can I just
All right.
drag my little guy inside here behind the rebel?
Yep. Drag
Yeah,
your person. Yep. There you go. You can make it over to the goblins if you want to make a straight line beeline.
Yeah, I'll go try to help my boy out here.
All right. So this goblin here is dead. He's paced.
All
Actually,
right.
I'll
Is he
remove
even
him
there
from
anymore?
this.
He's probably
Yeah, he's
stuck against the
completely
wall.
paced. So
All right. I'll go over.
all right.
I'll go over next to Torn.
Hoist by his own petard, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I have not fought back yet against the goblins, right?
Nope. So go ahead and make your attacks
Okay.
against the goblins.
All right. Against just one of the goblins. 2.
2 is going to miss.
And do I make an attack too?
Yep. All of you make attacks.
And that's
All right,
Is it a
I'll do a
D6?
ranged.
D6. Sorry, is that D20 for attack?
Yep. 19.
19 will hit. You need a 12.
Cool.
All right. That's 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage.
Yeah, I do 4 to the one on the left here with my sling.
All right. So 4 and then 4 on this one.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
They kind of their rubbery skin kind of deflects some of that, but they're bleeding. They're not dead. And all right, someone roll a d6 to get that initiative going, so we can see
Uh,
Who
who
hasn't done it yet?
I got a 13 on the attack.
13 will hit.
The dude,
And then let's see. I guess knife, D4. Okay. We got 4.
4. Which one? This one or this one?
The close one, I presume.
All right. So this one here.
Sure.
All right. So that basically you end up stabbing that one, and it falls over and it is dead.
and the Duke is just standing in front of the other goblin with his hand held out behind him, waiting for his squire to put his sword in his hand.
He's such a
Any day now, squire.
All right. So
boy.
now let's go for initiative. There's one left, but whoever
That's
wants to roll it.
D6 for initiative, right?
Yep.
D6. Yep. You got a 5?
Correct. Is there a modifier there? Presence?
No.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
All right, and that you guys have it again. Your squire will run in and toss you your sword.
All right, this sword is a shining, almost glowing, magical sword that the Duke swings at this goblin. Where's my character sheet? There we go. Oh, come on. And I get a 4.
6, bro.
Whoosh!
Want.
Thank you, squire. You may
All right.
take this sword now. It's useless to me.
All right, who wants to attack next?
I will. How do I roll in D20? I want to roll the dice in here.
So basically, over off to the side, as you can see, there's a little die icon,
No.
and if you click,
Icon.
let's see.
Oh,
So, like, if you look at my screen
It's
here,
above the question mark.
I think I
Yep.
see it.
and when you click on it, it brings up a dice roller.
Okay.
You want to go to advanced dice roller.
Yes, you do.
That's what I usually use.
Yeah, I'm
Did I
advanced.
just roll a D20? I think I did.
Yeah.
You did, and it's 13.
And that hits.
All right. I do, I think, 1d6 damage. So I'm using my, sword d6 damage.
Nice.
5. Nice.
Ooh, 5. So yeah, you stab him. He's not long for this world, but his rubbery skin does kind of
None of us are.
stay up.
All right. I will attack with my magic sword, and I forgot that I'm supposed to be rolling to make sure it doesn't attack me or my companions, which if I roll a 1 on a d6, that's what it does. So first I'll see if it does that. It does not. I got a 5.
Okay.
And now I will roll my attack roll. And I got a big 3.
All right. So that is a
Sorry.
whiff.
My
And
sword,
that reminds me,
my
I'm supposed
sword
to roll.
basically says,
I'm supposed to roll if my sword kills my squire. So I forgot about that. Thanks.
all right.
Not this time. All right.
All right. Anyone else attacking, or else this goblin is going to go all ape shit on the Duke?
Yeah, I use my sling.
Okay.
Boom.
That'll hit.
It's live too.
But that is enough to hit it in the eye and kill it.
Yay!
Right in the eye.
All right. So what you can see here is that since the rubble was cleared, like right here where this person's standing, there is a trap door that was uncovered, and there's steps going up
Ooh.
towards
Where's the trap door?
Trap door is like right here.
Okay.
So the trap door goes down. The stairs go up. Right.
And we're
Okay.
still hearing the humming sound, right?
Oh yeah, you're still hearing that grind.
And that's coming from upstairs, right?
Yep.
So is it my audio, I was out earlier. The place that we're in right now, did we come in from ground level? Can somebody kind of describe it to me?
So you're in a tower, basically kind of a mill. And it looks like it goes up about 3 stories. As you got close to it, and the door was opened, you can hear a grinding noise, a really horrible grinding noise coming from the top levels.
So up is where the noise is.
Yep.
We should go up.
Yeah.
I agree, Torn. You've proven yourself wise beyond your appearance. I say that
do.
I feel like I haven't taken this mask off in years. Oh.
Oh, put it back on, for God's sakes.
Oh. My skin feels sallow.
Oh. Well, it
You
smells
look like
terrible.
shit.
Thank you. I've been living off of beef liver jerky for the last 3 years.
Barbecue flavored?
It's no flavor. It's gross.
All right.
All right.
Well, if you head up those stairs, then I would say that that we will follow, and I will be somewhere in the middle with maybe people behind me and in front of me. Is all I would recommend. Is probably tactically the best way to go.
So, I'm sorry. So we're going up. We're not going to go down.
I say up.
Up.
I will leave my jester here to guard the trap door so no one comes up behind us.
And do the goblins hold anything of interest?
So if you search the goblins, yes, actually one of them has a it looks like an odd looking vial on his belt. It has kind of a red alchemical looking liquid in it.
Being an occult herbalist as I am, is there any chance that I may recognize any of its properties?
Sure. Go ahead and make me a presence.
Wouldn't it be convenient if it were the antidote?
17. Look at that.
All right. So what do? You kind of sniff it, put some in your mouth, switch it around.
Look it
How do
around,
you-
yeah.
All right.
My fingers.
It is an explosive.
And as a pyromaniac, I would definitely know what this is.
Yep.
So I'm gonna pocket. Would this make it a bomb? I mean, is it like what's that? Like really volatile stuff?
It's very volatile. So
Nitroglycerin?
basically,
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Okay.
basically anyone within 10 feet of the blast zone will take damage and be set on fire.
Cool.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll hold on to that.
All right. So
Before
up the
we go
stairs.
up, I have a bear trap that I can set in case anybody tries to follow us.
You've been carrying around a bear trap the entire time?
I don't know why, but
I thought that was a hat. It's a bear trap, huh?
Not yet. Take it off. So I have a bear trap that I can set. It's a difficulty rating of 14 to spot it.
All right. So where are you going to place it?
Interesting.
I'm going to place it at the foot of the stairs after we go up the stairs.
Well, hold on. We don't want to take a peek into the trapdoor.
We could.
Yeah, I can see in the dark. I might be able to discern an awful lot just from up here, hopefully.
We could throw a torch down there or some shit. But I'm curious.
All right, let's be trap curious or trapdoor curious and check out the trapdoor for a minute. I think that's a good
I
plan.
don't know if that's the preferred nomenclature, but
What do you mean? All right, we're all curious about this trapdoor. Let's be in college and just experiment with this trapdoor a little bit, and then see what we do after.
All right. The trapdoor opens pretty easily.
oh,
And so I will move the thing over. And first of all, that there's a stench of
That's me.
rotting flesh
neat.
coming as soon as you open the trapdoor. And there's a ladder that seems to go into a lower level.
Mm.
Yes,
Rotting flesh
I'm
is good.
definitely for going upstairs first.
There's no walls. It's just like a free drop.
There's a ladder that's going down, and you can kind of see what looks like walls if you look on the screen. There's rock.
Yeah, I can climb walls, not ceilings. So I'm gonna. I don't know.
I think we'll come back to it.
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna close the door.
Yes.
Smells bad in there.
Yeah,
As I said, I will
don't
leave
like
the jester here to guard it.
smells awful.
Well, tell the jester not to walk up the stairs then, because I'm going to leave the bear trap behind us.
Yes. No matter what
Or
you
don't
hear.
tell him. Because
Well,
it's
yes.
your job to be funny.
If
It's his
we
job
if
to
we
be
are
funny
if
and-
we are in danger, I expect you to walk through that bear trap and rescue us.
Which would be fucking hilarious. Like a jester should be, am I right?
Exactly.
Am I right? Yes.
That would be
Whoa.
the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, it's so hot in here. Oh my god, my skin. Is there radiation?
Up the stairs we go.
All right, who's going up first?
I think
Well, I have to go last.
Torn's done is going to be Keftar then, maybe. Maybe Keftar goes first, guys. I think she's shown excellent initiative so far. Or you're pretty good at being first too. I wouldn't want to break your stride.
I will bravely bring up the rear.
I'll go first, and I'll kind of do my wall crawl thing and use that to my advantage. So I don't necessarily just take the stairs up. I kind of peek around by crawling the walls.
All right, I'm going to actually have you make me a roll and make a test, and I'm actually going to then I want to copy your miniatures here or your figures so I can move them to the next thing. So I'm going to do that and come over here and reveal this area here and put you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and have go ahead and make me a presence check.
Yeah, I rolled a 10.
Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and so unfortunately, so let's see, which mini were you again? You were the.
I think it was this guy.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so I'm gonna switch the scene here to this map and come over this way. So as you're coming up the stairs, you weren't as quiet as you kind of thought you would be. and you basically find yourself doused with something nasty from a bucket.
Okay. As an occult herbalist, can I discern its properties?
Oh, it smells like oil.
Like flammable oil?
Yeah, because
Ooh.
as you kind of look up and see the area, the other goblins standing here are with bow and arrow that are being lit.
Hmm.
And
Who's all
let's
got
do
the
an-
oil on them?
Let's do an. So basically, the goblin here was standing on the lip and threw the oil on you, and these two goblins here are getting their lit arrows. So let's get an initiative going. You can go ahead and roll that d6.
Boom.
All right. So yeah, you got it. What are you doing?
I'm fucking going back downstairs.
All right. So you
On
see
the wall, so I don't hit the bear trap. And as I pass, I'll go oil, oil, oil.
Oh, wait a minute. You're still on the wall.
Yeah.
How do you stick?
It
Because
doesn't say.
You are covered in oil.
Oh, all right. So maybe I slide down to the stairs.
Make me an agility test.
All right. Seven.
Torm, how much does your bear trap do?
Does 1, 2, hold on. 8.
Ooh. Go ahead and roll a d8.
All right. Who is?
You are.
Yes. I mean, I'm sorry.
Awesome.
Finally, my bad rolls.
Yes, thank you.
So basically, you see Torm go. You see go up the stairs. He comes sliding down the stairs like slippery and falls right into your bear trap that goes off.
Theatrically, it works. I mean,
And
if
now
you were
got
to
a bear
see
trap
it,
on your ass.
it would play well. Yeah, exactly. So I'm all right. For the sake of theater, I'll allow it. That's fine.
All right, and now basically I'm going. So there's a goblin that's on the top of the. So you all of you downstairs see a goblin at the top of the stairs, who is fumbling to get an arrow knocked.
I'll charge him with my sword.
So you jump over and charge the goblin?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and it's your turn. So go ahead and make that roll.
All right. First, I'll roll my d6 to make sure I don't attack myself or one of my allies.
All right.
And I actually did roll a 1 that time. So I do attack myself or one of my allies.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Let's see. Attack you or your companions, and it deals d6 plus 1 damage. Attack defense DR is 10.
Oh, so they get to make a DR. Okay, so they'll get to make a defense.
Okay. All right. So I pull out my sword and go swing at the goblin, and my sword suddenly says, "Not this time. You're a fool, and you deserve to die." And it actually strikes out at me.
Okay, so go ahead and make that agility roll.
It's an agility roll?
Yep.
Okay.
For defense.
I got a 12.
12. That's fine. Your sword
Okay.
tries to hit you, but you manage to not allow it to hit you.
All right. I pull out my sword and kind of hold it over my head threateningly, and then it sort of just like swings at me wildly and just says, and it's sort of like attacking and complaining to me, saying like, "You're the worst in your line. Your father deserved better than to have you as a son, you worthless pile of crap." And it's like, I'm kind of fighting my sword my turn now.
So fell down the stairs into a bear trap. Vaughn is fighting his own self with his sword. What are the rest of you doing while this is going on?
Not running up the stairs into very poorly defended locations.
Let me show you all how this is done. Squire, hand me my sword.
But I thought you didn't want it.
No, I need it to slay goblins.
he's kind of like holding it out, like cringing as he's like trying to hand it to you. He's not being very brave about it.
I grab it out of his hand and charge towards the goblin.
All right, so you go flying up the stairs at the goblin. So go. He's trying to draw a bow, so you can possibly get to him this round before he can shoot that arrow.
That would be great.
Go ahead and make me a melee attack, which is going to be DR 12 strength.
I got a 15.
That will hit him.
And this sword actually does 2d6 damage. 4.
Oh. All right. So the goblin is still up. However, you are in his face, and his bow is kind of a bit useless at this point. And it is their turns unless Torm or anyone else is doing anything.
Just getting back.
Okay.
So getting back so that anybody who's shooting arrows down these stairs doesn't have an easy shot.
No, because actually the Duke is now standing in front of the archer, who's the only one who could possibly shoot.
Well done, Duke.
So the Duke. So basically, go ahead and make me a defense roll because he's going to try to hit you with the bow.
Is that right?
Oh, you rolled a 1.
That doesn't seem good.
No, it's a fumble. So let's see what happens here on a natural 1 with a fumble. PC takes double damage. Armor is reduced by 1 tier.
Oh, okay.
So he actually ends up hitting you with the stick and doing double damage on that hit.
Okay.
So he does 5 points to you.
Okay, and so my armor does what?
Now, what do you have? Heavy, medium, or light armor?
Medium. So it's normally tier 2.
So now it's tier 1 for this. So it's basically a D2.
Okay. Oops. 1.
All right. So you are going to take 4 points.
That's a lot of damage.
Yep. As he basically hits you over the head with his bow.
Now, is that a permanent armor reduction or just for that attack?
Just for that
reduction?
attack. Okay. Just basically he got through the armor fairly easily.
Yes, that hurts a lot. The Duke screams in pain. Ow!
All right, initiative. Who wants to roll?
I'll roll. Oh,
All
you
right.
got it. Jason, you got it.
Nice. You guys got the initiative. What are you doing?
I am killing this goblin. That seems to be the thing to do.
DR 12.
Take this, you slutty bitch socket.
I'm gonna. Can I sick my monkey onto him?
Of course.
Yeah, if you want to send your monkey.
I only rolled a 2.
But that wasn't a natural 1, right? Or was it?
No.
Okay. All right, so that will miss. All right, so you're still blocking the way, but however, if you do want to send the monkey up, that is completely cool.
Can I move out of the way? Get the monkey out.
Yes.
We get the monkey out. What's the D20 here for the monkey attack?
Yep.
Okay. Ooh, 19.
The monkey hits. Do some damage.
Okay.
Monkey
D4.
damage.
Wait, it says 5 HP, punch, bite, D4.
Yep, so it does D4.
Okay, let's go D4. Ooh, 4 max.
The monkey jumps on the goblin in front of the Duke and basically rips his eyes out.
Monkeys will do that.
Wow.
And the goblin's like screaming on the floor, dying, and yeah, he's pretty dead.
Cool. Nice one, Dirt. My monk's name is Dirt, by the way.
Okay. So yeah, and you hear the monkey screaming as it's like pulling the goblin's face off. All right, so what are the rest of you doing?
Can I use?
Go ahead.
Can I use the contents of my water skin to de-oil me?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so is that my whole turn then? Just to
Yep,
like pour
that is your turn. Yep.
So I'm no longer covered in oil. Cool.
All right,
Really, I
this,
mean, dude,
this is the Duke up there.
you know, any kind of soap.
I'll run up with my sword out as well behind the Duke.
Okay.
I will also run up with my sword out.
All right. So I'm just going to say you
It's
guys.
perfectly acceptable to get in front of me.
With your sword out.
Well, you've been doing so well so far. I wouldn't want to mess with your rhythm.
Oh, the monkey did that. That wasn't me.
You're really hitting the stride here with
Oh right.
not doing anything.
All right. So who are the first?
Wait, there are more goblins in. There are more goblins in here, though. Right?
Yep. So who are the first two
Oh,
people?
yeah.
Who are the first two people to come up the stairs?
That's an ominous question.
I was
go up the stairs behind the
technically
monkey.
first, but yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Duke will be first.
All right. Well, Duke was already up there.
Yeah.
I believe. So
Okay.
who's running up behind?
I'll run up behind. I'm good at that.
Okay. And all right.
I guess
so,
I was behind him because he said with his sword and I said with my sword.
All right. So if you want to position your, because I think you should have control of these
All
tokens.
right. And then and we can still attack these goblins on our turn. Yes.
Yep. So basically, as you're coming up the stairs, they are going to let loose 2 arrows. So that's why I wanted to see who's first. So basically, here and here will get arrows shot.
Fine.
I need defense rolls from each of you.
Okay. I scream like this. And I rolled a 3.
All right. So you are going to take some damage from an arrow.
I only have 3 hit points, so.
All right. Well, I told everyone to kind of max out in the email. So theoretically, you should have 8.
8.
Okay.
Unless you're noble. Nobles only get 6.
Yep. But you only take 2 points as an arrow kind of sticks into your shoulder.
All right.
And Duke,
Ow!
what did you?
Defense.
Yep.
I got a. Oh, why it didn't roll? Defense. Oh, I don't know. It's not rolling. Let's see. A 20.
Wow. All right. That arrow flies past you and basically hits the goblin that's having its eyes ripped out by the monkey at this point.
Nice.
The monkey is still just kind of going crazy on it, because as monkeys do. And it is a new initiative. So who wants to roll?
Applejack, I'll go.
You go, Applejack.
Trying to watch the language. D6, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Nice. You guys got it. The goblins can't move out of the way or back up at this point. So if you guys want to rush them.
All right. I will attack with my sword.
All right.
Let's see. Oh, let me make sure to remember to roll 20 dice this time. First, I will roll to see if I attack myself, and I do not. Oh, wait. No, I rolled a 1. Oh, wait.
You're-
Yeah.
That's
You're
2 1.
such an asshole.
God damn it. So I hit myself again.
She's like,
Actually,
Or your ally, right?
yeah, no, this time I think I'm going to hit Torn. So this time it actually goes after
Sugar
Torn.
smacks.
All right. But he has a defense of 10, right? You said?
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and make your agility roll.
-1.
So Torm is hit.
All right, so I go racing at the goblin again, and the thing kind of jerks out of my hand and says, "No, hit this asshole instead." For 2 damage.
Okay, so I have
My
a
sword's a
question
real
about
jerk.
my hit points.
Uh-huh.
Because I used a character generator and it says 2/2, and I don't know what that means.
Just give yourself 8, because everyone's
right.
maxed. And do you have any armor?
What's armor?
No, you don't have. Okay. So then, yeah.
Nothing on my list.
Okay. So then you will take the 2 points.
Yeah.
So yeah. So Vaughn goes running up the stairs, turns, and then slams into Torm on his turn. Duke, what are you doing as basically Vaughn is attacking the party?
I guess that's kind of distracting, but I'm going to attack one of these goblins anyway.
All right.
And I rolled a 1.
All right. Your weapon breaks or is lost. So was your sword kind of fancy and magical, or was it just kind of
this is a magical sword.
all right?
Not so much anymore.
Yeah. So so at this point, your sword kind of snaps in half as it hits the concrete.
What? Squire, you're supposed to take care of this.
You hear from the bottom of the stairs, I was. All right. Anyone else?
I have an attack still.
All right.
Whichever goblin is closest with my sword. Is it a strength?
Yeah, it is strength melee.
Okay, so that's 9.
All right. So basically, you come up and whiff. Anyone else attacking, or is it their turn?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna crawl up the walls of the stairwell and then do my sling attack to this guy right here.
Okay.
And nothing.
All right. Well, luckily that wasn't the explosive that you were trying to sling over, because that would have ended well. All right. All right. It's their turn, and right now they have in front of them Vaughn, who is attacking other party members, and the Duke.
Who broke his sword?
They immediately go and just start beating you with their bows, because they don't really have any sharp weapons on them. So both of you get to make a defense.
All right. $17.
All right, that will hit.
8.
I will. 8 will miss. So since you broke your sword, we'll say it does half damage.
I thought it was rolling defense.
Well,
Oh, that's right, defense. That's
Yes.
right. Okay, never mind. Then, Vaughn, you are hit, and the Duke is
Yes.
not. So take 4 points from being bludgeoned with the bow, and if you have any armor, you can reduce that.
I have padded cloth armor.
What
Tier
tier
one.
is it? Tier
Tier
1? All
one.
right, so it's a D2. So
So I roll a d2.
Yep.
To see up. Okay. Okay.
And if you have a shield, it's an extra 1, right?
yep.
I do not have a shield.
Okay.
How do I roll a d2?
It's in the little roller thing on the roll 20. Upper
advanced roll?
left-hand quadrant.
I don't see any d2s. I see d4s and
Go to
Roll a
advance.
d4.
You can
It's
also
a
you
D4
can also
divided by
just,
2.
you can also put in the chat /R.
I did. I rolled a
1d2.
d4.
Oh, you're right. There's no D2s.
All right.
All right.
I got
so
a 1.
So yep.
So the
So
coin
okay.
flip.
you take 3 points as the bow kind of slams you in the head.
All right. Great. So I'm down to 3 hit points.
Yep. And I believe it is your turns.
All right. I'm going to forego attacking with this sword because it's been giving so much trouble and pull out my hand axe and attack with it instead.
All right.
And I'm going to say, fuck you, sword. And I attack with my hand axe. Oh my god, I get a 7.
All right. That the goblin is kind of quick and it whiffs over his head.
All right.
The Duke just holds out his hand behind him and says, "Squire, healing elixir, now."
The squire will take this turn and kind of bob and weave through everybody and hand you the elixir.
Okay.
All right. What is
Okay.
everyone else doing?
Do you have an attack here?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to use my bomb. How many goblins are there left?
There's 2.
There's 2. Okay. Are they, like, I'm assuming if I use the bomb, it's going to hurt people around
Well, yes, or it depends on how big the radius is. So if basically it's like a 10 radius, you could theoretically like throw it here and get both of them, but not your party members. However, if you fumble, then that's not going to be fun.
Right, let's try that. Fuck it. Okay.
All right, so range, so it's a presence attack.
Yeah, shit. And presence -2, so that's 9.
9. All right, so roll me a d6.
D6.
Yep.
Fine.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so it's going to hit here.
Not bad.
Yep. So we'll get the goblins, but it looks like it might also get Vaughn.
Oh.
But Vaughn can go ahead and make a defense to try to move out of the way, which is agility. Otherwise, do your damage on the goblins.
Okay. D10. 6.
6 points. All right.
Vaughn rolls
so,
a 2, by the way.
Okay, so you are also going to be part of the damage.
Oh, I'm sorry, bud. I can't throw
That's all
very
right.
well.
I've been attacking all of you.
So yeah, the two goblins basically go kaboom, and Vaughn kind of takes some of that backlash, but the goblins are dead and a little smoldering and fried smelling.
Oh, gross.
Okay. How much damage does Vaughn take?
Vaughn takes 6.
All right. And I have minus D2 because of my armor. So I'll just roll a D4 to see if I can get my D2. I rolled a 2. So I think that's a 1.
Yep.
So it absorbs 1 armor or 1 point, and I take 5. That puts me at -2 hit points, though.
Oh, you're dead.
Well, you do have
That
omens.
seems. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Aha. I'll use my second omen. Can I use my second omen to not die?
Yep. Let me just. Omens allow you to do a couple of cool things. So let me just see what your choices are here. Let's see. Roll die lower damage dealt to you by a d6, or you can neutralize a critical or a fumble. So it looks like you want to go ahead and roll a d6.
All right. Let's do that. Rolling a d6 because my rolls have been awesome, and I got 3. So that would
bring you to what, 1 hit point or 0?
1 hit point.
All right. So you are barely hanging on, but you are still alive.
Yes. Assuming that I was able to absorb some of that attack with my armor, then I'm at 1.
Yes, you were. So.
All right.
And I believe that the Duke has taken a potion.
Yes, the Duke will drink his healing potion. Getting 3 hit points back. And then with his broken sword, he will stab his squire to death.
Which I will just say that you do, and the squire dies into a bloody heap on the stairs.
Jester, you're the squire now.
With a large gulp, he's like, "Yes, sir. Yes, Duke." All right. So in this room where you're at, there is a large bookshelf in the room. There are the bodies of the three goblins. There is one bucket that is filled with some sort of liquid, and there are stairs going up.
Is it the antidote?
It actually looks more like the oil that was dumped onto earlier.
I'll check the bookshelf.
Okay. So basically, it's stocked with healing tincture, and there's also alchemical recipes, and one that talks about creating a healing tincture.
Okay. Healing as in like transformative, or healing just as like a healing potion?
Healing potion, basically. So it's a healing potion recipe.
Do I think I could whip one up with what I got on me?
It would take some time, but yeah, it's probably not the wisest thing to stop and do that.
We have a party member that's pretty severely injured.
Are there actual tinctures there, or just the recipes for them?
Actually, there are tincture there. Hold on.
We can just stop and catch our breath also.
Yes, you can, which will give you a D4 back.
All right, I would like to drink some of these tinctures if there is a tincture that is a healing tincture that I can divine from this place. I just like saying tincture.
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 All right, so it says roll a D4.
Okay, so I'm going to chug one of these tinctures. It tastes like chicken. And I got a 4.
Nice.
All right, good. So basically, what it says here on the tincture, unfortunately, it says mostly mouse dung, dirty water, and red pigment. When consumed, roll a D4. On a 1, attacks and defense are at -2 until a full night's rest to get over what it did to you. Notably, it does not heal wounds or diseases.
So it didn't heal anything, or
no?
Oh, but I rolled a D4 and
well, you didn't roll the 1, which would have actually been a -2 to like mostly everything you did.
Oh, so I just chugged this healing tincture and like this tastes like shit. It didn't do it. I feel terrible.
Okay. Exactly.
We can restore HP just by taking a short rest, right?
Yeah, basically taking a drink or taking a deep breath, you can roll a D4 and heal yourself.
All right, I'll take a rest.
Oops. There we are. We lost you there, Torm.
I will also rest.
All right, so yeah, if you're taking that little breather, go ahead and roll a D4.
1 this time. Lame. So I've got 2 hit points.
All right, and do you notice the stairs continue upwards, and there's still trails of blood heading up to the top, and that noise is getting louder and louder.
Is my audio back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, we can hear you.
Did we bring the oil with us?
No one has claimed to bring it,
No.
so if you want to bring the oil.
Yeah, was it light enough to carry?
Yeah, it's in a bucket. You just carry it on.
I'm carrying
up.
the bucket of oil.
Awesome.
And if there was flames, I'll carry one of those too.
Yeah, there's actually the goblins all have basically they have bow and arrow, and they also have what looks to be like tinder boxes. So they were meant to use these as flaming arrows.
Oh, then I'll be bringing that sort of stuff.
Does anyone need ranged weaponry?
Yeah, I do.
Grab the bows and arrow.
I'll grab bows and arrows and tinder and oil.
I could use a not ranged weapon if someone has a spare.
I got a monkey.
The goblins downstairs had daggers.
Jester, go fetch me a dagger.
Yes, my duke.
I thought your squire was killed.
No, the jester is my squire now.
Well, what do you get all these?
I had 2 followers.
He's got an entourage.
Yes, you just have a stupid monkey.
And
that monkey saved my life.
True.
And the
But
jester runs up with a couple of the daggers, and he's holding them the wrong way, and he's just sitting there going, "So how should I hold the dagger? Are they comical daggers? Shall I juggle them for you?"
Oh yes, yes. Please juggle them.
You idiot. Juggle them in a stabby motion.
Juggle them over there, away from me. However,
"Yes, my duke." And he runs over to a corner and basically runs over here and just starts juggling the daggers.
What an idiot.
oh, that is so entertaining. Now hand one of them to me so I can stab you in the face with it.
He goes, "I
Whoa.
can throw one to you mid juggle."
No.
Yes, do that and have
no.
him roll for it.
Yes.
Oh no. That's a terrible
Everyone
idea.
shouting to the jester, yes.
Yes.
"Look, I'll make them disappear."
Oh no.
You know what would be so entertaining?
What
Is
would
if
that
you-
be, my duke?
If you put one of them in my hand.
Well, if you find that entertaining, then sure. And he runs over and he kind of flips one in his fingers and hands it to you.
Thank you.
"What shall I do with the other one?"
Hold on to them. You might need them.
"Sure." He goes, "Shall I jiggle my funny stick at you?"
I don't care.
That's what she said.
Is that what she said?
You wouldn't believe what she would say.
That's a pretty weird thing for her to say.
Yeah, and yet she did.
All right, so there is stairs going up.
Up.
And we already
And the
investigated the
jester
bookcase,
first.
yes?
Yep, you found tinctures and a book on how to make them. Although reading through the ingredients, says that, wait a minute, this is just like food coloring and mouse dung. It doesn't do anything.
What?
All right.
All
All right. Who's going to go up the stairs?
The jester.
The jester, all right. He goes, "But
No. You stay behind me. I will go first.
The duke.
Good idea.
all right, so if you want to move yourself over there. So basically, as you're coming up the stairs, this place looks like to be a laboratory of sorts. There's beakers bubbling. The room now actually shakes because that grinding sounds like it's coming from one level above you. Underneath the table, there's this orange goo that's bubbling and kind of leaking around. There's 3 shelves over to the side that look like they have various vials on them. And there's still blood trailing up the stairs.
I'll check the shelves with the vials and see if I can figure out what the stuff is.
As you're looking at the vials, go ahead and roll me a d4.
2.
All right. Everyone make me a DR12. Who's up there? Make me a DR12 toughness.
Oh, joy.
Oh, sorry.
I'm assuming I'm up there.
Whoever put their cursor up or their...
I'm up there. I rolled a 10.
I got a 16.
I'm going last because I'm not going to go up there yet.
I'll go up
All right.
there.
The jester is up there too. He followed me. So
All right.
got
I'll roll for the jester.
I got 2 plus 0 toughness.
Oh, wow. The jester starts barfing.
I start laughing. That is entertainment right there.
Yeah, that bubbling...
Now juggle to vomit.
That bubbling stuff, basically a couple of the bubbles burst underneath it and a really foul smell came from it. So those of you who failed just kind of really feel a little nauseous.
Oh, God. I already feel nauseous.
But the vials have various looking things in them, different colored things.
None of them I have any clue or can discern.
You can test them and see if you can figure it out.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
There's no arcana or anything, so.
But you do manage to see that there are a couple of vials that are listed Goblin Cure.
Ah, well, look at that.
Well,
Saving the best for last. Okay.
that's a no-brainer.
So I'm going to point that out to my to the rest of the party. I think we can go home now, guys. We got exactly what we wanted.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
All right.
Goblin Cure. All right. Well, should
Let's-
We could be selling
Let's
this
just take the word
to
for
the
it.
peasants.
Yeah.
Let's just assume that it's labeled correctly and take it.
Works
just
for
sell
me.
it to the peasants.
I don't know. Is this the AstraZeneca cure,
Yeah,
or is this the
right.
Pfizer?
Johnson & Johnson, single dose. Yeah.
Is it- you do the first dose.
Called blood clots.
Maybe we
killed
should
all
test
the
it to make
goblins.
sure.
Jester.
This
Well,
one-
there's some-
Yeah, that's on the jester.
'Cause what
So
we
curious
really
about
need is a
that
goblin to
hum.
test it on.
That's the 5G.
Yeah.
There might be some goblins upstairs. There's another realm up there. Maybe someone should go check it out.
Let's do it.
Yeah, all right, let's go up there. Come on.
Charge up the stairs.
All right, so who's charging up the stairs?
My monkey.
Yeah, I'd send the NPCs. Fuck it.
I will follow the monkey, but I'm not charging. I'm sauntering.
All right,
Well,
so
I'm against animal abuse, so I won't send a flaming oiled monkey up. But what about a flaming oiled jester?
That's still animal abuse.
It's an improv kid.
Is
So
there
are you
anything in
sending
here
the
that we
jet-
could just an idea? Is there anything in here that I could soak in the oil, light, and throw up the stairs?
I have torches.
You're wearing
Would,
socks.
Would anything burst?
there's there's vials, there's like beakers, there's all kinds of stuff you'd find in an alchemist's lab up here.
I think maybe
Standard
filling a beaker that's breakable with the oil, lighting
Okay.
the fire, basically turning it into a Molotov cocktail and throwing it up the stairs.
Sweet.
Getting about halfway up and throwing it up.
Okie dokie. So you're just before anyone goes up, you're just gonna throw a vial of the flaming stuff up the stairs.
Yep, going to toss a Molotov cocktail blindly up the stairs.
Okay.
What could go wrong?
What could indeed?
All right. So go ahead and just make me a roll with your. I guess that would be a. Where's my little cheat sheet thing here? That is range. So that's gonna be a presence attack.
Okay. My horse is nowhere near me, is he?
Nope, but you can call him. I mean, like in any good western, you can just
I'm
whistle
gonna
for your
call my
horse.
before
Yeah,
making this
horses
presence.
don't do stairs.
Actually, even better than that. I'm going to use my trumpet.
Oh,
I'm going to finally going to use my Horn of the Schleswig Lords. I may release a blare from this dented old trumpet, and with a presence test of DR12, one creature may next their next non-combat test an automatic success.
Oh, wow.
So
Wow.
might as well waste it on this.
All right, so go ahead and make that roll.
All right, so I failed it.
Yeah.
The horn is useless.
So it's more of a rusty trombone.
Basically.
So are you gonna toss the blind Molotov up the stairs?
Yeah, why not? Do it anyway.
All right, so go for it.
Let's see.
That failed too.
Yeah,
You
well,
said I needed a 12, right?
yep, but it hits I mean, basically, it goes up the stairs and kind of sets the stairs on fire.
Take that, stairs.
You're welcome.
Why aren't you an escalator?
That's what you get for being so primitive.
You
Well.
do hear a commotion up the stairs now, though.
Oh, Kamosh. My monkey can't spy on things, right, and report back to me. It's not a boo from the
No,
lab.
it's not a boo.
It also
It's not a
counts.
familiar.
The head of the okay, no.
Meanwhile, my horse is outside trying to figure out how to deal with the stairs.
Yeah, horses don't do stairs unless it was a
He's
true
really
life.
frustrated having
Horse
been
neither.
called and faced with stairs.
Well, we can investigate the basement while we wait for this fire to burn out.
So is
Well,
the
I
fire
can set the
still,
bear
still
trap.
going? Is it safe
No,
to get there?
it'll burn itself out. I mean, it's
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe we can just shout. I would like to shout up to them and say,
We're
"You're
coming.
surrounded. Come on down. There are 50 of us and only a few of you. You're bound to die and stuff if you don't surrender now to our hordes that have come for you finally."
you hear a very haunting voice scream from the top of the stairs. Basically says, "There are more of us than of you."
Oh
There
yeah.
are 400 of us.
Were
Yes.
you counting the monkey or not?
We have the Goblin Cure.
401.
All right.
Then I'll create more goblins.
Oh, so this is the mastermind. This is the so what's happening here. Okay.
All right. We're gonna. I say, we're just going to burn. It doesn't matter how many we have up there. Once we start burning this place down, we'll block all the exits and burn the place. Let's go, guys.
Yeah, we don't like it here anymore.
Let's actually do that.
I mean, that's not
Yes,
a bad
wait.
plan.
That actually was kind of a good idea. No, let's really do that. Actually, I was kind of kidding about that, but maybe that we should really actually do that.
Let's just
So-
burn this
so-
lab and run downstairs.
Do you guys want me to like whip my vial of nitroglycerin up the stairs and then
Yes.
we'll all rush in while they're shocked and awed?
I think that sounds pretty fun.
I was
Probably
liking
try to kill him.
I'm just liking the blowing him up and burning them from down here.
Yeah.
Well, what if there's flammable treasure upstairs, though?
Well, we've got our own treasure already.
Treasure's not
The real treasure is the
flammable.
friendship we all found.
Great. I'm still broke.
Well, we found 300 gold pieces already when we looted the shop.
Well,
That's
maybe
60.
it's silver.
Do we
I'm
know
sorry,
that?
silver.
Do we know for sure that this is the true cure? Can we confirm that?
I mean, doesn't matter.
I don't know. This summer cold
We
is
can still sell
brutal.
it.
How about this? Send down a goblin, or we send up fire and explosions upon you.
The voice screams down, "There is no cure. It just prolongs the effect of changing the goblins. And as you're chuttering away, I've created 2 more."
All right.
we gotta go
Send them
there.
down.
Let's blow some shit up and go up there. We gotta go up there.
Well, we need to get this cure, though. That's remarkably
Send them
specific.
down.
The things you just said.
It's a doomed world. I mean, it's gonna,
Yeah, this is post-apocalyptic fucking metalocalypse, dude. So
you're polishing the brass in the Titanic.
Mm.
It's all going down.
it had brass.
You're polishing my brass? What?
Yeah.
All right, so who's going to go out in the glorious battle, or who's going to go and run away?
Well, I would love the idea of throwing that nitroglycerin up there, try to freeze a motherfucker. An explosive.
That's not what
You gonna
nitroglycerin
send
does.
us a goblin or
No,
what?
I was thinking about liquid nitrogen. Excuse me. Nitroglycerin. Throw it up there. Blow some shit up. Let's storm the castle.
Take a miracle.
Do it. Throw it.
All right. Boom! Look at that.
All right, so you throw it to the top of the stairs. All right, give me roll me damage for it.
Well,
Wow.
Sweet.
can't have everything. I don't know what to tell you.
So the,
Oh wait. No, never mind. I used my omen already.
So the
So
nitroglycerin
basically-
is just bunk.
The sound of Paul Rubens from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Remember when he got staked? And he's like, "Ooh, yeah." That's pretty much what you hear up the stairs.
Guys, do we have any more things that explode that we can throw up there? Does anybody else
I
have
threw
any
my
bombs or
bomb
anything?
up there. I have a monkey.
Yeah, I got one more bomb.
I got a sack.
Right. That was just we yell up. That was just a little taste of what's to come. That was the appetizer, the hors d'oeuvre.
Yeah,
the crudité.
if you will.
You basically hear rumbling, even like that rumbling and that grinding noise is actually starting to get louder and shaking the tower even more.
Guys, we should just go up there
Any
and
windows?
get out of the way.
Let's go.
I think he's quaking with fear.
Leroy Jenkins.
James,
Are the stairs
there
still on
windows
fire?
in this tower?
No, the stairs aren't on tower, and yes, there are windows on the stairwell, like old English castle or the towers, where basically there's kind of a arrow slit in the.
Yeah, there's a
stairwell.
name for those. What are they called?
Well, so our
murder
Spider-Man
holes.
climbing guy could go out
Murder
the window
holes?
and go up the wall.
Oh.
Yeah, go out the murder hole and go up the wall. Who's our Spider-Man?
Yeah.
I guess
That's
I could.
fair.
Yeah, I probably still have. Yeah.
So why don't we keep him talking, and we'll say look, we'll keep him talking. You go look up in the window, and if you see an opportunity, throw the bomb in there. But we'll keep their attention fixed on us with our clever banter. You hear that, people?
Okay, I'm down with that.
Clever banter.
That's right. You know, we've got some stuff for you. I don't even know if you're ready for it. You know,
Jester, clever banter. That's your job, right?
Sure, and he starts telling really bad jokes. So actually go ahead and make me an agility test.
And then I have a +1 to agility, so that's an 11.
All right. You make your way. It's a tight squeeze out the window, and you can make yourself to the side. But the thing is that there really is no windows. I mean, you could climb to the roof if that's what you want to do. But
Yeah.
there's really no windows that look into this
The
room.
top floor doesn't have any windows, is what you're saying.
No. Yep.
Is there an access hatch on the roof or anything?
There's actually a giant hole where smoke and flame seem to be coming out.
Okay, that's very cool. I'm gonna climb up to there and then drop the bomb in.
Oh, it's called an embrasure. Thanks, guys. Googling.
All right, go ahead and drop the bomb.
So do I roll for damage or just roll for the d20?
Roll the d20 because you don't want to roll a 1.
12.
12. All right, that's what you needed. You dropped it in. Do some damage.
Another 5.
All right, let's see. Can this thing?
So that's 8 total that I've done up there.
So the bomb's done 8 damage.
Well, the first bomb did 3, and then this is the second one
Okay,
doing 5.
the second one. I need to know the second one. The damage on that.
5.
5. The bomb basically, you hear the bomb hit, the flames and the smoke go up higher, and you hear a laughter of yes, feed the machine.
Oh my God!
What have we done?
The machine.
we literally don't know.
And I'll show you what. And let me just show you what you see as you look down after you drop the bomb.
I want to make one. Do we not have any metal music to go behind this?
The thing is, it's hard to stream metal music in the background unless someone wants to play it.
No. I'm not gonna mess your stream up, bro.
That's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, as you look down, you see this giant machine, and there's this big, nasty-looking Rob Zombie-looking goblin with a shovel, and he's shoveling corpses into this machine, and on the other side, it's spitting out goblins.
What?
Oh my God.
And as you guys are sitting there trying to more and more are basically popping out.
So,
but we don't know this downstairs.
No.
I'm gonna immediately. There's no way I could yell to them and they would hear me from the other side.
No, because right now the top floor is
So I'm gonna crawl back down through the window and inform them of the situation. We need to go up there. We need to kill the guy shoveling corpses into the machine, number 1, to stop the army from growing. So I think we should split into 2 parties. One party should focus on the guy and maybe the other half should try to hold the army of goblins at bay.
So that's a good idea. I like this plan. This is a good plan. Now, however, what about the not killing us plan? Would be the other plan, which could be we take the vials that say Goblin Cure on them.
Yeah.
And, Jorah, is that her name? Jorah. And Jorah is none the wiser, and she assumes that we've brought the cure back to her. And we give it to her, and we say, "Here's the cure. We found it."
We did do what we were hired to do.
I mean, if that's the route we're going to take, the next time, let's leave the person's house, go get a vial, write Goblin Cure on it, and then come right fucking back and save us from all of this altogether. Because we should have done that from Jump Street then.
Okay, is there anybody here who can just really quickly duplicate this vaccine so we can throw it all over the goblin hose?
But it doesn't work. Well, yeah, they said it doesn't work. But maybe.
He said it doesn't work. Yes, but do we believe what he says?
That's true.
Who said that?
Get a goblin and test it.
Yeah, grab a goblin, drop it on its forehead, see if it steams and shit.
Could we try to run up and snatch one of those goblins and then do a quick little alchemical experiment on it?
I don't want to waste all the samples that we have. Is there any way to? I don't know. This isn't a very complicated game. Can we convert it into some sort of steam bomb? Smoke bomb. Yeah. Okay.
So I have black poison. It's my last potion that I made, and it's DR toughness 14 or negative D6 hit points and blinded for 1 hour. So if I can apply that to my sword and get a good hit on the Rob Zombie Goblin Master, I mean, it pretty much takes him out of the game pretty effectively, and we could probably mop up there.
Well,
I've done 8 damage. I mean, those goblins, I know there's fresh goblins coming out, but they're weakened.
Or do we just split, run for it, try to go back and just get our moolah? That wouldn't be any fun, would it?
Well, I'm going to go back outside to my wagon and get my other sword.
Get my mattress.
We could go charging up there with the mattress as a shield.
There you go.
And running up with the mattress in front.
That is the only bed that I have.
Yeah, but is it memory foam or is it spring?
And what is it?
It's probably hay.
Hey.
Oh, right, hay beds. Well, no, this is in the future, isn't it?
No,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of, who knows?
It's probably still hay.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And also, another goblin is popped out.
You guys, we can't let these goblin plops happen here. So there's a hole with goblins in it that keep on coming out. Can we throw the anti-goblin shit into the hole?
Just plug up the hole with the goblin. That worked last time.
Well, there's goblins coming out, so we only have 1 vial of this.
So what Erm has told you is that there's
take away his corpses.
Yeah, there's a giant goblin that's spooning corpses into a machine, and the machine is spitting out goblins.
Okay, well we gotta attack the
goblin
guy
that has the corpses.
Let's kill the boss. Let's go.
Right.
Kill the corpse goblin.
Yeah. And we should keep the vial because we have to take it back to Madame whatever.
Well, there's more than 1 vial, right? There's more than 1, isn't there?
Yeah, there's like 3 vials.
There's 3 vials? Yeah.
Why don't we leave one of them on the table down here just in case?
Keep one on your presence. Keep it safe. We'll use the other 2. We'll see. Maybe we throw it at the main boss. Maybe he gets.
So what I'm saying is, if we're going into battle on our person, it might not be a safe place.
All right,
that's a good point. That's an excellent point.
There's also goblins running around and other minions and shit.
All right, I'm gonna apply the black poison to my sword.
All right,
Them up there
awesome.
to put on the big boss.
And let's get an initiative.
Yeah. Oh, a fat one.
All right, but theoretically, I mean, you guys are not up there yet, so
Oh,
you can go ahead and move your like however you're coming up.
I'm coming up.
So who has the vial that can try to get the big boss with it?
I will. I have one, and I'll give one to who else wants one. We'll split into two parties.
Does anybody have an arrow
Who's got a
or
+1
anything
agility?
they can tip the arrowhead in the poison and shoot it?
I can do that.
Yeah, that'd be
Okay.
smart.
All right, I'll go up with the arrow that's dipped in Goblin Cure and shoot the big boss.
So you, all right,
I don't see my character here. Can you just move me up to the top level?
which one are you?
Visually, or
Let's see. Is that you there?
I think I've got. I think this is me here. Nope.
And this
maybe it
is Vaughn, I believe.
Oh, I guess I'm this guy. Okay, I'm up there.
All right, so all of you rush up. The initiative was basically at 1, so they do get to react.
Right. Just so you know, the Jester's actual ability is that he is so annoying that enemies lose their focus, and for the first 2 rounds, we all get +2 on attack and defense.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh,
That's awesome.
So the goblins are starting to gang up this way, but unfortunately you guys are coming up the stairs, so not all of them can attack. But you do see that there are 7 of them. And you can see the guy behind here. And yes, he's shoveling corpses into this machine. And basically on the other end, there's like kind of a nasty placenta coming out. From which, like, basically goblins are being birthed from the corpses of people.
So it's like a reverse meat grinder.
And so I need defense rolls from the first tier here, which would be Vaughn. Looks like Vaughn, Keftar, and Torm.
I was kind of imagining myself still kind of coming up the stairs where I'm at.
All right, who's that? Vaughn, you said, or
Yeah, Vaughn. I was imagining Vaughn would still be kind of down.
okay,
And like coming up.
I'm out in front though. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm running up the stairs.
That's fine. Defense. What's the defense roll?
defense is going to be defense is agility, and it's a 12.
+2 from the Jester,
+2.
though. Don't forget that.
Oh yeah, +2 from the Jester.
Okay,
I have
so-
11 with my modifier and the Jester.
Great. No, that's a D20 you just rolled. Oh, we rolled D20s or D12s?
D20.
D20s.
Thank you. 17 plus a 2.
JC, do you still need me to roll or no?
If you're not in the line of the goblin attacks, then no.
Okay, I don't think I am.
All right, so they are actually a little bit quicker. They are DR14, but it seems like most of you made it. So for those of you who didn't make it, you were bitten for 3.
All right. I'm down to 3 hit points.
And it is your turns.
All right. I'm going immediately for the Rob Zombie.
All right, so move yourself
I'm
over.
shooting the arrow at the big boss.
Okay.
Or at the goblin that's doing the shoveling.
Yep, this guy here.
Is he a goblin?
Yeah, he's like a big giant goblin, though. He's
Okay,
really tall and.
Is there a strength or an agility modifier with a sword attack?
Sword, I believe, is it's a melee, so it's DR 12 strength.
Oh, plus strength? Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And you're out of omens?
Yeah.
Well, do you get a +2?
That's including the +2,
Oh.
including the +1 for my... Yeah, that's everything.
Okay. All right, but we still have
I'm gonna use my omen.
okay. So to re-roll?
What can I do with that? I can re-roll.
Yep. Or you can lower the difficulty by 2, but yeah, re-roll probably
Re-roll.
be best.
Because lowering the difficulty, I still would have missed it.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice.
There we go.
There we go.
So that was the arrow tipped with a goblin change-o reverso
Nice.
to the big boss.
All right. So on the sad side is that the goblin the Goblin Cure really does do nothing other than it slows down the change, because remember, if you get bitten by a goblin or hit, you will turn into a goblin within like a day unless you kill the goblin that attacked you. That is at least the story. However, since I will say that it will do an additional 2 points of damage. So go ahead and roll a d6 for the arrow.
And Drew, I just want to be clear,
Jester.
we didn't use all of that serum. We just kind of dipped his arrowhead in there.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Nice. So it does 6 points of damage to him. And where's his... All right. So yeah, you ended up... You ended up hurting him, so, but he is still up. The arrow hits him. He's like, "How dare you!"
Oh, I dare.
Is he kind of pissed, or is he?
He's bleeding, but definitely not dead. There's an arrow sticking out of his chest.
No blood out of the mouth.
Has he dropped his shovel at least?
No.
He's still shoveling corpses.
Well, now he's actually looking at Erm.
This guy's a really hard worker. Where'd you pick him up?
Goblin Depot.
All right. The rest of you doing anything other than?
Go ahead.
I'll step over here and try to stab this goblin that's near me.
All right.
Though I only have a dagger now. Oh,
is that a crit?
That looks like a crit, though.
It is.
Crit,
so
bitch.
Double damage, and it reduces their armor by
4.
1.
So 4 damage.
All right, and they don't have any armor, and they have 4 hit points. So
nice.
You run that one through.
Wow, run you through. All right, I'll just. Can I stick my monkey on the corpse shovel guy?
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead and make an attack for the monkey.
Okay. That's the D20. 16.
16 will hit. Do damage.
All right, and that's D4. 4, 2. Not bad. Okay.
All right, the monkey's jumps on him, but the monkey can't seem to scratch past like the leather he's wearing.
God, worthless monkey.
Throw the monkey in the grinder.
Hey, JC, the
organ grinder
isn't showing up on the main StreamYard.
What's that?
The Roll20 didn't update on the StreamYard stream.
Oh. Aha. There we go. Sorry about that. There we are. All right. I think if that's everyone, it's new initiative. So whoever wants to roll. Oh,
I was going to try to do an attack too. If I can run up from the stairs.
Yep, you can.
Okay. All right. So I will go and attack the Rob Zombie guy too.
Okay.
With my magical sword, and as I pull it out, it says, "Why are you even trying? You're useless. Your parents are so embarrassed for you." And I roll my d6. And I got a 2, so I did not hit myself this time. And then I roll my attack with a 19 to hit.
Wow.
Nice.
All right. And this does d6 plus 1 damage. So that's 3 plus 1, 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. And and the big goblin goes down.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right.
And
Eat it.
And I said, "This is a great plan."
Goblin in the thing. See what he makes.
All right.
Yeah,
So
yeah, throw them in there.
it's initiative.
Yeah, do it.
Well, before you throw them in, it's initiative.
Don't do that. It's gonna be like the whole Lord of the Rings shit.
Who's rolling?
Who's rolling?
Did everybody go?
Yep.
Oh, what are we rolling for?
I'll roll
Initiative.
initiative. Oh, you got it. All
All right.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
We already killed the boss.
Did we?
There we go. They're gonna run away now.
Yeah, there's only like 12 goblins to kill, so.
That's fun.
Yeah, so that one will move there. This one will run around here to attack Vaughn. So Vaughn, defense roll.
Defense rolls. 14.
14. All right, that makes it. It does not bite you. Duke.
This is the second round, right? We're still
Yep, second
+2.
round.
Okay. 19. No
All
problem.
right, it doesn't bite you. Go ahead, and I need Torm.
I am going to take the big bad goblin and push him through the machine. I want to see what happens.
No.
You're being attacked, so I just need you to make a defense.
Oh, I thought it was my turn.
Damn it.
But you made it with the +2. That easily makes it. And I have 2 on this fellow over here, which I believe is Keftar.
Yep.
I need you to make 2 defenses.
Roll D20, right?
Yep.
+2.
+2.
So
11.
That will fail and roll again. That will make it. So
Yay.
you will get attacked once for 2 points of damage minus any armor.
Okay. Armor. Is that toughness or?
No, if you would have armor. If you don't have it, then you just take.
I don't have it.
Okay.
So 2 points.
It's in your equipment. It'll say padded cloth armor or something like that under your equipment.
Nothing.
So you're bitten for 2 points. All right, and
I've got 8, correct?
what's that?
I've got 8 points.
Yep, you have 8. So now you have 6, and it's your turns now. So now, if you want to throw the person into the machine, you may.
Putting the goblin into the goblin making machine to see if it does a reverse goblin.
So
check
you
the body.
Maybe that'll help.
It's like a,
So are you are you throwing a goblin, or are you running over to the goblin lord?
The one that we killed, the goblin lord.
Okay, so you're gonna run over here, grab him, and so that's what you're doing this round. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm going to attack another goblin.
Okay.
yeah.
14.
That will hit.
I only do 1 damage, though.
All right.
I'm going to use my sack. No, I'm joking. I'll use a knife.
Uh-huh.
Attack the nearest gob.
That will hit.
And then we're going to do D4 damage. And a deuce.
All right. So you have 4 to choose from that are on you. You have here, here, here.
The guy
here.
to the left, my right.
Go to your.
Doesn't matter. Whichever one.
All right. So we'll just say this one here takes 2 points.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Anyone else doing anything?
Yeah, I'm going to attack this guy that was the goblin that was in front of the goblin lord.
Okay.
So I hit him for 13.
13, since the goblin lord is dead, will hit.
2, but I also have, because my sword is poisoned, it does toughness DR14 or negative D6 hit points.
Ouch. It does.
Ah!
It does make the hit, so it kind of soaks up that poison.
Ooh.
Anyone else?
I basically shout, "You've got this handled," and then I go kind of far away from danger.
Oh, I thought that was a sword analogy. You were going to talk to your sword handle.
Why am I drawing? I'm not trying to draw. why are things? How do I erase those? I was just basically running away.
Oh man, it's just a coward.
There we go.
Oh, by the way, how long do you think we have? Because I'm pretty sure my wife is angrily cleaning the kitchen.
We're gonna end at 12 either way. So
okay, great.
So all right, initiative, new inish. The Goblin Lord goes through the machine, and I will say that it gums up the machine, so the smoke and the fire start dying down.
Yeah, so you just clogged it up, essentially.
Yep. All right, and it looks like they will attack. So Keftalar has 4 attacks, so I need 4 defenses from you.
Oh my gosh. Those are 20s, yeah?
Yep.
17.
All right, 1.
11.
Failed 1.
13.
Made
and,
1.
Ooh.
Critical fail.
Oh, wow. All right, so the one that's not a crit does 1 point of damage. However, the one that is a crit does 7 points of damage.
So I'm toast.
And yeah,
I had 6, so I'm negative 3.
So you are DED. First casualty.
I shouldn't have made that comment about my wife.
All right, Baron, you have 1 on you.
Duke or Baron?
Oh, Duke. Sorry,
Duke. I'm not a Baron yet.
So there's no saving throws in this game, I'm gathering.
That's what your defense is, basically.
I see.
A 14.
14 will make it.
Fantastic.
And the last one will run over here and basically try to attack Vaughn. So I need a defense.
Okay. And I scream, "Ah!" and kind of put my hands in front of my face and very effectively push him away from me.
All right. And it's your turns. So you've seen Keflar go down.
And I basically scream,
"Oh hell no!"
I called dibs on his wings and attack the goblin.
What about a monkey? Oh.
All right. Let me see if I got to roll these dice.
Oh, the monkey's still alive. So who's ever controlling the monkey still has the monkey.
How many goblins are
So the monkey, he hates me though. He doesn't like me, according to the description.
The monkey's just laughing over your corpse.
Yeah, he's like eating balls out.
I'll roll. Let me roll to see if my sword attacks me or someone else. It does not.
Okay.
Then I'll go ahead and make my attack roll.
That'll
That's
hit.
14 plus 1. That's 15 is an attack. It's damage.
Yep, that hits.
And then 2 plus 1. So that's 3 points of damage.
All right. And down.
By the way, I think this contour is really working for me here. It really slims up my facial structure. I look gaunt.
All right. So there are 3 more of you who can attack, and there are 4 left.
We don't get the joke, the jester buff anymore, right?
No.
Nope.
All right. Oh, nat 20. This guy right here.
Nice.
On which one?
The one right standing over Rob Zombie.
Oh, because he's still alive. So, all right.
Oh, cool. Look, can I get an initiative on the monkey?
Yeah. So when it's you can have the monkey attack. So 3. That's double to 6, right?
Right.
All right, and that one is dead. All right, if the monkey wants to attack, or I believe
Okay.
we still have Torm who needs to attack.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Torn.
Okay. Are there any goblins that seem the least harmed?
Actually, this one here, that one there, and that one there are the least
No,
harmed.
I did 1 point of damage to that one.
Oh,
there.
okay. So then these three are the least
Okay.
harmed.
Whichever one's in my line of fire, I'm using an arrow. I'm going to dip it in the oil, light it on fire, and shoot it at him.
Nice.
Creative.
All right.
Stole that idea from them.
And I got a natural 1.
Nice.
Oh, do you have any omens
Light
left?
myself on fire?
Do you have
No, I
any
only
omens
one
left?
omen.
You only have one omen?
Use it.
So,
Use it.
am I supposed to have more than one?
Well, you can have up to 2. So if you only had
Oh, I have
one. So we'll kind of make
I had a
this
very
fun,
weak
though.
Character.
It basically, the arrow misses the goblin, but it lands in the stairway and sets the stairway on fire.
Oh, damn it.
I've trapped us.
I was going to retreat.
I guess we live up here now.
Yeah. It smells like home.
We live in flames.
All right, so,
All right.
so I'm gonna monkey attack with my
Okay.
with my dying breath, with Keftar's dying breath. He's like, avenge my death, monkey. And the monkey reaches into my pocket, pulls out all of my gold coins, and accepts that as payment in his little monkey brain, and then attacks the nearest goblin.
Okay.
And we're going for a Datuan.
Yep.
Oh, 8. Monkey
So-
ass.
Yeah, the goblin, the monkey is over here attacking this goblin, so at least he's distracted.
Yeah, well, he didn't put much effort into it because he was like, yeah, I'll take your gold. But,
All
like,
right.
you're not going to be around, so.
Yeah. And since Keftar dropped and he was the one between me and 3 goblins, I'm just going to move over here to the other side of the tower.
All right. So let's do one more round of initiative, and then we'll wrap it here no matter what. So let's. So who wants to roll?
Anybody alive?
There you go.
All right, you
Nice.
guys have the initiative. So the only person who's dead is Kelflar. There are 3 goblins on the stairwell. All the rest are dead. However, the stairwell is on fire, which actually probably means the goblins are a little burned too.
Poor babies.
Brutal.
I'll use my sling on one of the stairwell burning goblins,
Okay.
whichever one already took the most damage. Boom. 16, that's a hit.
That's a hit.
3.
3.
Yeah.
You kill one of them.
Yay.
Yay.
All right. All right. I'll pull my sword out and in a strange moment of courage, shout, "For my tarnished lineage!" And my sword just yells back. My sword just yells back, "You're a garbage person." And it doesn't attack me. And I get a 13 to hit.
That'll hit.
And I do 3 points of damage.
You're already on
2 plus 1.
fire, so you have 1 goblin left.
Do you owe your sword money or something?
No, it just doesn't like me. It's magical, but it
Did
hates me.
he front you rent for this month? And he's like,
Probably. Well, there was a moment where, casting down, I might have spent rent money on heroin again, and All right, who's next?
I'll take my bow and arrow and send another flaming arrow.
All right.
Wow.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Nat
Only in
20.
America. Only in America.
All right, and with that last blow, that last goblin, I'm going to have you roll. He basically like explodes into flame. And right now, the Goblin Grinder is to shake and twitch because of the goblin lore that was tossed in it. So it looks like it might blow.
Let's get out of this building.
It says that I have a tent in my equipment. Can I use my tent to try to put out, like, throw it over the flames and run down the stairs?
Do you have a tent like in your backpack or something, or?
Well, it says in my equipment that there was a tent. I thought maybe maybe.
Sure,
Maybe
that-
we could fashion a parachute out of it and jump out, but okay, you can do that too.
There are no windows in here.
Make
Is
a
the problem?
slide. Make it like a slide.
I like that parachute idea.
So you guys gonna try to put out the Goblin Grinder, or you're gonna?
Just wait.
I say run for it, and I want to blow my horn. I also have a horn of lords.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna try to blow my horn and then maybe try to dodge the flames and run down. How about that?
That works.
All right.
All
So
right.
I'll do that first. Go ahead.
All right.
You go ahead if you're gonna say something. All right.
Oh, okay.
I'll-
No, I said you can go ahead and blow the horn, and I
succeed at blowing the horn, and that means I have I automatically succeed at my attempting to run down the stairs and avoid the flame. Says one creature.
Absolutely. So you guys managed. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say you guys managed to make it out of the tower as the top basically just blows into just pieces and peppers the countryside. You did manage to take some odd experimental vials. You do have some Goblin Cure. I think you have 2 vials left, which if you want to sell it back to the nobles, she'll happily pay you the money for it. So you make your additional 200 each. And basically, since you killed the goblins that all attacked you, then none of you will turn into goblins yourself.
Great. So we're immunized.
Well,
Yeah.
Wow. It's only
And you destroy the
95%
goblin
protection.
threat.
well, I'm glad that we all made it out alive.
Well,
Yeah.
I did.
I'm glad all the important
Except
people
that one
made it
guy
out alive.
Exactly.
One casualty.
Remember, I died.
Who? The monkey made it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
monkey.
the monkey. made it.
Monkey,
The one we
monkey,
like made it.
you're my new squire.
Punk the dickhead.
All right, and that concludes the Goblin Grinder. So, thank you everybody for
Round of
participating.
applause for our goblin master.
Yeah. Thank you. And and so that concludes this episode. It'll actually be up on YouTube, so if you want to check it out or kind of see where it is, and I'm also going to download a copy of it as well just to kind of keep. But other than that, I will bid us all a good night, and we'll see you all next time, and thank you for playing.
Good time.
All right, everyone, have a good night, and